was first. You love to see it. What's up, Eric? How are you, man? You just busted on the screen. Disgusting. Disgusting. What slur would you like to be called today? Jock? That's your real name is Jock? Help me? Your government name is Jock? Okay, mate. Alright, I didn't expect you as a Jock. You seem like more of a Daniel, you know? You got the fringe of a Daniel. What's up, Gunner? How are you, brother? Good to see you, man. I hope that you're well, dude. What's up, man? The intro goes hard. How good is the intro install driver? How good is the intro, mate? Bro, I got lap dancing music as an intro. I mean, who doesn't love a lap dance? I mean, am I wrong, boys? Like, come on, man. Who doesn't enjoy a good lap dance? Don't be a sus ass, mate. What's up, Weston? How are you, man? My government name is not Jock. Then why is it in your bio, Jock? Huh? Why is it in your bio if it's not Jock? I'm going to name my next dog Jock. That's a good name for a dog. Good, strong name for a Scottish Kelpie. Jock. That's a good name. How are we, guys? What's up? How is everyone today? Wonderful day in Australia. Sun's out. It's beautiful. I was just down on the beach. It was glorious. Got home. Went for a walk down on the beach. Could have started live earlier, but I didn't. I need to get some of my frustration out. You changed your username because everyone from Musicals community and your streams call me. So I either call you Yerp, Help Me, or Jock. Pick a screen name, brother. Pick a screen name. You got too much going on. You got to start to tighten it up, mate. Getting ready for bed, about to get some Dougie into my life. Nothing like getting some Dougie in you right before you go to sleep. Nothing like it at all. Big win for UFC fans in Latin America and Australia. No, it isn't. No one knows how to read the fine print. And Europe, no, not in fine print. I don't want Mexicans watching this. Hopefully we get taxed and can't afford it. Don't worry about it. Big win for the UFC fans in America and Latin Australia. Are they literally just botting posts on Twitter now? Big win for UFC fans in Latin America and Australia. Big win for UFC fans. Oh my god, they're botting their own Instagrams as well. God, the UFC is so shady these days, aren't they? They're actually just botting their own comments as well. Big, like 2 separate accounts with the exact same thing, word for word. Not only are they botting their YouTube, but they're botting... Oh my god, it's just sad, isn't it? The Help Me name is dead. Is it? Help Me's done. Only Jock remains. Alright, sounds like there's some sort of story behind there. It is what it is. Tom is currently blind in one eye per his dad and his doctor. Yes, we've got Tom Aspinall news to talk about today. We have got the Australians getting absolutely stuffed in the arse. Not only is this Paramount deal not as good as it is for the Americans, but it is actually worse than the current deal that we have already in Australia. We're going to go through some of the finer details of that. And Tom Aspinall has lost sight, not permanently, but he is still 50% vision in his left eye, which is, you know, crazy. Jock, what kind of a dog would you get named? Yeah, Jock, what kind of dog would you want named after you? Help me, let us know. Let's get it. I'll wait till Nacho and all that get here, till Nacho and Bilal. I think I saw Carpathiest rolling around here before. There's Carpathiest there. How are you, Carpathiest? I think I'll wait till a few more of the Aussies get here, and then I'll start to break down the Australian Paramount news, you know, rather than have to do it again and again and again during the stream. What's up, Twink? How are you, mate? You're coming over from Benny P. I wonder if Benny P got into the details of this. I wonder if Benny P read the fine print about this. This isn't the best news in the world for us. Yeah, strolling through Coles while I listen again. You're all good, Carpathiest. You just listen and, yeah, we'll treat it like a bit of a podcast. And we'll just wait till the other Aussies get here. Looks like the local Twink was in Benny's stream. I don't know if the local Twink was an Australian. And quite frankly, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. He's a twink. I assume he's American, probably from California. How are you? One of the Justin Kennedys, maybe the original Justin Kennedy. How are you, man? Good to see you. What's up, Mitch? How are you, brother? Good to see you too, dude. I hope that you're well. Let me put on some of my background tunes. I know you guys can hear the background tunes, but I have different background tunes. Helps me lock in and get into the zone. What are we going to go with today? Let's go with some Tiesto today. I'm feeling a bit of Tiesto today. You're in Florida? Oh my god, you've let Florida down with that. I can't wait for TNT to be done with the UFC so we can get Paramount deal in the UK. Well, be careful what you wish for, man, because like I'm going to take us through today, the Paramount deal is not good for the Australians. It's a worse deal than what we currently have. Like, I would rather have what we currently have than what Paramount are giving us, brother. So, yeah, that's something to think about. That goes there. That goes there. Beautiful stuff, mate. How is everyone? All right, let's get into it. You're in Florida? Oh my god, how are you? Don't stream because you needed to let out that frustration? Yes. Did you let it out on Twink? No, I didn't let it out on Twink, Eric, but thank you, mate. That's funny. Very good. This guy calls me Zesty, then says put on some Tiesto. Nothing wrong with Tiesto, mate. Tiesto gets you puss, brother. I made sure my handle matches my Tapology. I noticed that, Justin Kennedy. I did notice that when I was going through everyone's Tapology pics, man. Alright, what the hell is this pound for pound? What the hell is that profile picture? Well, he's a Twink. What do you expect, man? You got Benil Dariush against Benoit Saint Denis. I think I'm gonna go with Benoit. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with Benoit, Mitch. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with Benoit, even though we just saw this fight. No. You blocked him. You can't block Twinks. Stop it. Right. So Andy Aspinall. Tom, where is my? That's it. How can people see the donations? There we go. Oh, you blocked him? Fair enough. I can't doubt Benil on this one. It's BSD. You doubt Benil on this one. It's BSD. Yeah, I think it could be BSD. Yeah. The hell did I do? Why are you being so sensitive? Nothing, Twink. I don't know. I'm not. It's Eric. Take it out on Eric, not on me, mate. You're welcome to the stream. You took over the stream yesterday, mate. I'm not having that shit on my telly now. So Eric can't see Twink, but luckily I have everyone's quotes up on the screen, so we could all be part of the show. The Twinks, the Erics, everybody's. Andy looks like he's got lost on his way to the bathroom. Well, I mean, he's an old man, you know, and he's got dementia. So Tom Aspinall's father, Andy Aspinall, gave an update on his right eye. He can't see anything through his right eye. It's just grey. So what the doctors over in Abu Dhabi said. Impression of being a John Jones fan? It doesn't matter that he gets an erection when he's playing with Hezbollah. John Jones, Tom Aspinall didn't do as good as John Jones did. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. I'm your local Twink. Benil is going to crush BSD into a diamond. This is the timeline into a diamond, just like the diamond did. Is that what you're saying? That's fine as long as his profile picture is blocked and not on my screen. Don't blame you. And it looks like Tom gives him meds that he doesn't remember that him being prescribed to. I'm not taking them again, Tom. I'm trying to be respectful. What's the bet? You're all good, Twink. Welcome. Thank you for explaining the joke, Dougie. You're welcome, Justin Kennedy. Of course, man. That's a pretty zesty John Jones fan. Well, all John Jones fans are zesty. Yes, like the stream, boys, as well. As we get into it, like the stream as well. Right, so the doctors over in Abu Dhabi said that he had no permanent damage. There was nothing permanent wrong with his eye. There was not going to be any long-lasting damage. However, according to the doctors over in England, his eye is still recovering. What is up, MMA Master? How are you, dude? Full details. Let's get into it, boys. The full details. Updates on UFC 321 eye injury. Tom still can't see anything. According to his father and his coach, Aspinall continues to have issues with his sight. It's bad. It's really bad. Get out of here. His right eye, he can't see anything at all. A doctor tested him and he couldn't see anything. His left eye is at 50%. He went about 4 letters down the chart and then he couldn't see any of the letters. It's very, very blurry. So there is no long-term effect with Tom Aspinall's eyes, but there is something going on with him that's going to take a while for him to get over. And yeah, the whole MMA world is talking about why does Cyril Gane face no consequences from this? He is now blinded Tom Aspinall and he just gets a free rematch at him next time. Is there a conversation to be had that Cyril Gane doesn't deserve the rematch? Why do you not get punished in any way? Pretty crazy. Andy looks like his morning oatmeal is made up of 73% drool. That's what happens when we get old, mate. It's going to happen to you too. How did John Jones end up being more zesty than Jordan Levitt? I know, it's a weird timeline that we live in, isn't it, man? Very weird timeline. Andy looks like his morning... We did that one. How is Tom's Japs eye feeling? Not good. It's about 50%. It's not good at all. You get maybe 2 unintentional eye pokes a career, like Miller and Magny have 1 to share. Wild fighters like Yuri, Garbrandt, Hooker, and Ferguson have 2 combined. It is Davidson Figueiredo's fan page. How you been, man? What's good, dude? McGregor, GSP, Khabib... DJ, Andy Silva, Aldo, Marab, Rampage, Kevin Lee, Powhatan, Strickland, Nunes, they never eye poked once. Yeah, there are fighters that fight knowing that they're going to eye poke people. It's called jousting. It's something that they do. I am thinking about, I might need to message the Guru and see if he's going to make this video. In fact, I'll message the Guru and see if he's going to make this video because I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to take the time to do it if he's going to do it. But I might go through every single Cyril Gane win and point out all the times that he's cheated in his career. I like the idea that someone said in the chat last night about a yellow and red card system. We were all just sort of bandying that around. Twink, Nacho, all of us were bandying that around. People like Garn never face the consequences. What do you mean by people like Garn, Master? Continue on. Andy looks like he forgot where he was tomorrow. Andy, you trying to mess me up with my dyslexia by typing the sentence like that? Andy looks like he forgot where he was tomorrow. Stop it. Aspinall could be faking the eye test, but I say fuck Garn regardless. He could be faking it, but to what end, man? To what end? We will message the guru and get a response. We will message the guru and get a you know Guru? I don't know him, like, personally. I've never met him, but I know him well enough. If I message him, he'll message me back. He'll say, what's up? What's up, Sorrento? You yapping, bruh. Yeah, it's a live stream. That's kind of what we do here. You know, you yap, I read it, I respond to it, I show you guys some MMA news, you guys respond to that. That's kind of the point of the stream, Sorrento. Tom versus Garn reminds me of Masvidal versus Diaz. Yeah, he was losing, but we didn't know what would have happened if it continued. A little bit, Gunner, but not quite. I get what you're saying. I don't completely disagree with that. Yeah, a little bit, but Masvidal was clearly beating Diaz, where this, I mean, it was literally a 3-strike differential. Like, I think Cyril Gane was winning the round, but I think he was edging the round, you know what I mean? Like John Jones does when he's playing with Hasbulla, just edging a little bit. I don't think he was, like, clearly dominating the round. Andy looks like he's witnessing the rapture. Oh my lord, it's Jesus. Like, sure, Holloway does eye pokes consistently and across multiple fights, but at least he's mostly cool. And also, like, when the fight's over, no one remembers the eye poke. Like, everyone remembers Max Holloway, Justin Gaethje, UFC 300. What an amazing knockout in the last 10 seconds. No one mentions the fact that Holloway poked Justin Gaethje in the eyes and broke his nose in the first round. But he poked him in the eyes and broke his nose in the first round. You're all good, Sorrento. And he looks like he gets confused when someone rewinds the TV. Stop it. Dougie, didn't you poke Verona Jandaroba? Completely different, mate. And he looks like he thinks GTA 5 news is real. What are you doing, Tom? Tom had a better second half of the round than Cyril Gane did, in my opinion. I agree with that, Alpeg. I think Cyril Gane won the first half, and Tom was getting into the flow in the second half. Did you see Okoye's reaction? Jesus Christ, talking about mentally disabled. I did, Ali. Yesterday's entire stream was talking about how the entire MMA community is outing MMA Joey and Kenny Okoye for rage baiting. Everyone knows what they're doing now. They're not fooling anybody. And if you were going through MMA Twitter yesterday, which we were, you're a member, so you can go back and watch that stream, Ali. So many people on MMA Twitter are just like, I'm done with these guys. I'm just done with I know they're rage baiting. I'm done with these guys. Poked him in the eyes 3 times in the first round. Alone, if I remember that. That's correct. That's correct. And you might remember it, Davidson Figueiredo's fan page, because quite frankly, we're the most hardcore MMA fans out there. For some of you guys, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning and you're listening to some random Australian bloke with 20 followers yap about it. You're a pretty fucking hardcore MMA fan, guys. But, you know, the general populace out there, like my brother and the guys down at the sports bar, they remember the knockout. They don't remember that Justin Gaethje got his fucking eyes clawed out in the first round. Sorry, brother. I worked last night. I missed the stream. You're all good, Ali. You're all good. I'm just saying, if you want to catch my reaction to Kenny Okoye and MMA Joey getting ripped on MMA YouTube, we covered it yesterday. That's all I'm saying, man. It's all good, brother. And he looks like he gets confused when there are 2 separate water fountains. That's bad, That's bad. Don't know which one to use. I'm here for the sign. I'm still waiting. Aren't we all still waiting, sir? We're waiting for the sign update. I just saw the jousting edit of the fight, too. He was doing it consistently. Yeah, I haven't seen the jousting edit, but I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's something that they do. We have famously done a breakdown on this YouTube channel during a live stream of Tom Aspinall and how jousting is part of his striking technique. Before the eye pokes, Tom landed some nasty leg kicks. He did. What's up, Alton Pereira E4Q? I'm just going to be calling you Altone from now on. How are you? Sign update. It'll get there when it gets there, sir. It'll get there maybe today, maybe tomorrow, definitely this week, sir. What's going on, my African brother? Not African, but thank you. Or does UPS still own you? UPS still owns me. Right, let's see some of the reactions to this. 3-day post-fight, his eye still can't see. That is serious. Everyone questioning Tom needs to chill until the medical reports are final. Yeah, I do think from Menace MMA, this is correct, right? Like, If Team Aspinall are claiming that the Abu Dhabi doctors got it wrong and Tom's eye is still suffering blurred vision, I would very much like to see the medical report from these guys. I really would. Otherwise, you do have to claim a little bit of a what is going on here, you know? You do have to claim a little bit of what is going on here. This Indian bloke says the UFC has to strip him. You're an idiot. People wonder why the sport is losing popularity. Instead of epic fight nights, the talk of the week has been Tom Aspinall's right eye. Well, Julio here, I think the reason it's the talk of the week, mate, is because it is quite literally the heavyweight championship of the world. It is the pinnacle of the sport, and it got stopped because of an egregious eye poke in which Cyril Gane faced no consequences. In fact, he gets rewarded with yet another title shot, and Tom Aspinall could have impaired vision for life, just like Stipe Miocic did after the first DC fight. You know, there might be a reason why this is the talk of the week, you fucking NPCs on Twitter. Today, MMA Dougie challenged anyone to call out if he said anything. Today, MMA Dougie... Oh, today, MMA Joey, I'm with you. Today, the fat MMA guy challenged anyone to call him out if he has said anything untrue. Yeah, sure, man. I mean, Jesus Christ, the things that he says that are untrue. I mean, just look at the way that he's acted between, Look at the way that he's acted between the Tom Aspinall eye poke and the Bilal Muhammad eye poke. Look at the way that he says he doesn't care about money and he doesn't do this for clicks. But anytime he's on his live stream, he baits them for donations and begs them for donations and then says, I need to make a video that gets 40,000 views. I've got to make another here, guys. I've got to get 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So he literally does do it to generate clicks and views. That's his goal. He does the streams to try and get money, so he lies about that. All I care about is a meritocracy at MMA. He won't follow the PFL at all. He won't make any content about the PFL. Yeah. Oh, he only does facts, logic, and reason, but he won't believe the British doctors, only the Abu Dhabi doctors. So he'll only believe doctors that support his narrative. He won't believe any other doctor. Yeah, there you go. There's some things to grill him on right there. Andy looks like he's confused that they're in a cage and not in the kitchen. Why are they allowed out of there? I love Andy. He's a low-key, wholesome man. Reminds me of my grandpa. He does have grandpa vibes, doesn't he? MMA Twitter is like watching retards argue about the dumbest shit. Yes, but have you been to an MMA live chat, mate? Dougie, do you know what gets me stiff? Let me guess, Yog. It's Alexa Grasso's feet. Thank you for welcoming me into your community. You're welcome, Twink. Who was your favorite fighter? JDM. It's in the fists. No way a Frenchman will be the baddest. No, a Frenchman cannot be the baddest man on the planet. They think I'm the baddest man on the planet. I agree. Not those surrender monkeys. Andy look like he gets angry when NBA commercials are on. I cannot make a joke about that. Tony Ferguson, the literal schizophrenic who made a legend out of walking people down and getting his opponent's face, has less eye pokes in his career than Gane did in a round. Just dwell upon that. Davidson Figueiredo's fan page. I agree with you, man. I think some fighters do. I don't know if they go for the eye on purpose, but they hold their fingers out and they do not care if their opponent gets eye poked. That is essentially what jousting is. And fighters do that. Chael and Anthony Smith, the dumbest analysts on the planet right now. That shit genuinely enraged me when I saw it. I think Chael is a professional rage baiter and does it on purpose. I think Anthony Smith is a moron. Like, is an absolute moron, suffering for CTE. He is well known on the entire community for being the one that rolls over, gives up, and quits, while giving shit to Tom Aspinall for quitting, and Tom Aspinall has still got vision problems to this day. He quit on Michael Bisping's podcast, who gets 50,000 views a stream, to go and do his own, which gets 3,000 views a stream. Dana said, we'll get you right to Volkov after Cyril robbed him. Now Volkov has won again while Cyril fumbled his fight but intentionally cheating, and Volkov's getting pushed back again. I mean, this is the thing, right? You could give the next shot to Volkov. Cyril Gane has now failed at 3 title shots. One of them under his own fault for DQing, like for fouling. Why do we still reward him? Volkov is right there. Volkov was the #1 contender anyway. Why shouldn't Volkov get the next title shot? And he looks like he's about to flap his ears and take flight. Stop it. Andy is literally a grandpa, so it makes sense. I know. That's why he's so wholesome, man. Tom's dad looks like his grandpa. Well, you know, he is a grandpa. And he looks like a bag of stale bread in his inside jacket pocket to feed the ducks. Okay. Chael turned it around. Watch his Ariel podcast with him. He did turn it around. He did start to back it up. But, you know, that's Chael, isn't it? He'll come out and say something ridiculous, and then he'll start to walk it back. And then he'll come out and say something ridiculous, and then he'll start to walk it back. Chael, a CTE merchant, too low-key. Like, what the fuck does Chael Sonnen know about defending the belt? Like, literally nothing, Ali. What's up, Bilal? How are you, man? They will do the rematch. The title shots have been given to the least deserving guys for 10 years. Garner, so on. I agree, Fight Talk. I agree. But I do think it's good to get that narrative out there and going to be like, let's just hold on for a minute, everyone. Why does Cyril Gane reserve the rematch? Why? Why does Cyril Gane... I'm not ignoring your chats. Help me. I'll get to you. Have some patience, you tweaked out Scotsman. Why does Cyril Gane deserve the rematch? Yeah, and I think us, the MMA online community, should start putting that question out there. It's your third failed title attempt. You lost this title attempt because you broke the rules. You've severely damaged Tom Aspinall. You never should have gotten the title attempt in the first place. It should have been Alexander Volkov. Volkov just got a win. Why? Why should we put him back in there? Now, what were you saying that is so important? Help me. Andy looks like he keeps sewing equipment in his old biscuit tin. He does look like that. What's up, Michael Wellston? Chocolate Pepper Pig. That's right, dude. How are you, man? Except Chocolate Pepper Pig has been fired. Maybe ever since Chael couldn't stop staring at Conor McGregor's dick. He's become fully insane, maybe, Super Gamer. Joey's narrative is Tom has a clean bill of health. Yeah, well, he obviously doesn't, does he, Install Driver? Gane fumbled all three of his title shots from his own insanity and moronicness. Bro is pulling himself on bottom against Ngannou and doesn't even try defending the wrestling of John Jones, and now he fouls Tom Aspinall. So why do you deserve another title shot, Cyril Gane? Why? We're never getting Volta versus Hamdi now? I know, poor Hamdi Waldell Flab. Do you think Andy's dentures have ever flown out of his mouth when he's barking orders at Tom? Of course, mate. Every grandpa's has. Because he smashed Tom's face? Alright, Johnny, I know what type of commenter you are, mate. They will give it to him because undeserving fighters have been getting title shots for over a decade. I know, Fight Talk sorts. It's the worst, isn't it? Fight Talk, you're from New Zealand, aren't you, brother? You're from New Zealand. I'm going to be going through the Australia Paramount deal on today's stream. I'm just waiting for... Well, Bilal's here, so I think we'll get into it now as the next bit. Unfortunately, it doesn't affect New Zealand at all, but this might be a good thing for you guys. UFC are only giving him a title shot because he's French. Exactly right, Super Gamer, because of how wild the French crowds are. That's exactly right. The only reason is because it was an unfinished fight. No other reason I can think of, but it's not necessary. That's literally all it is, Alpeg. That's literally all it is. However, you could make an argument that the fight was finished, and the fight was finished because Cyril Gane, once again, in yet another title shot, screwed it up. In the last 8 years, it's been the norm to give the undeserving title shots. Yeah, I know. It's been horrible, Fight Talk. It's why our sport... You know, when Mighty Mouse says our sport isn't a sport, it's a men's reality TV show, I tend to agree with him sometimes. On the last thing, if you want to gain distance in a fight, instinctually, you usually use an open palm because it's easy to shove something away with instead of fragile flesh sticks. No, I get that, dude. I get that. Like, we were talking about this yesterday. If you want to use jousting as part of your offensive movement or your defensive movement, or you want to use open fingers to find range, you can do that. You can do that. However, you're in control of your weapons, and a foul is a foul is a foul. So, fighters, if you want to defend like this, you can defend like this. But if you poke someone in the eye, it's an instant foul. And warn them about that before the fight starts. What? I'm not a Tom Croc rider. Fair enough, Johnny. Of course, mate. Tom's probably not one of those guys who can sneeze funny and get a nosebleed. He might be. Who knows, man? Maybe it was the jab. I mean, the jab of Cyril Gane was landing. Dougie's just mad the last Serbian hope got put down with a jab. I don't know what you're talking about, mate. Uros Medic is still killing it, dude. Our sport sucks. It does, man. Nobody understands MMA but me. That's why you got 100%, Eric. That's why. I don't know why the UFC likes Gane so much. Pikmin's cheating Pookie Bear retired, leaving him looking like a moron, so he needs another big black man for his needs. That is disgusting, but not wrong, Maureen. There you go. All respect to Mighty Mouse, but sometimes he has done takes, like defending Cyril with the stalling. Yeah, I know, but Mighty Mouse gets lost in the Asperger's of like, but I'm technically winning the fight. It's like, that's good, Mighty Mouse, but there's a sport that we're watching, and that sport has rules, you know what I mean? And he looks like he goes to bingo after jiu-jitsu practice. I bet he does. Wellmaker's a lock. I don't want to talk about that fight. I don't like it. MMA is a clown show, just like boxing. True. If you want your eye poke to be considered accidental, make sure you weren't previously using jousting as a strategy. Exactly right. Like, I don't mind an accidental eye poke in a heated exchange where, like, we're in, like, you know, close in pocket boxing or a little bit of grappling on the ground, or maybe, you know, like posting up on the face and then slicing elbows from the top, like in positions where you could understand it being accidental. But if you're just choosing your range like this, like John Jones will literally sit at range like this, that's jousting. It was landing, but it wasn't like the fourth jab. Garn's not notorious for his power, so I assume it's a Tom thing. Could be a mix of both. I mean, Tom does rush forward when he goes for his strikes, and some of them were catching him. Let's get into it. Right. Nope, that's the wrong one. What am I doing? That's it. All right, let's get into it. Australia on Paramount. Okay, so just so you guys understand how everything works in Australia now, we've got 2 streaming services that you can watch the UFC on. Well, we've got 3 streaming services that you can watch the UFC on. You can watch it on Disney Plus, which will have Fight Pass, prelims, and Fight Pass main events, right? And Fight Night main events. We've got KO, which is a sports streaming service, which you can have the prelims on, the Fight Night main events on, and is the only place that you can buy UFC pay-per-views. And then, of course, we have Fight Pass, and Fight Pass has the prelims, and it has the Fight Night main events. Paramount Plus is now coming to Australia. Paramount Plus is now coming to Australia. I'm a current UFC Fight Pass subscriber. What will I be able to access? Fight Pass will continue to broadcast the early prelims for each UFC event, along with exclusive original programming. Which means if you're in Australia and you're like me that has a Fight Pass subscription, you are now losing the Fight Night main events. You're only getting the prelims. You're only getting the prelims and early prelims. Just like it is in America, how you've got Fight Pass and you've got ESPN Plus. So the Australians are losing access to the Fight Night main events and to the pay-per-view prelims. On top of that, unlike the Americans who get their pay-per-views on Paramount Plus, the main event will be available and on KO. It remains Australia's exclusive distributor to the main card of UFC numbered pay-per-view events. So on the Paramount Plus deal, you will get the Fight Pass prelims, and you will get the free Fight Pass prelims and the prelims, but we will still have to pay for pay-per-view over on KO and over on Foxtel, just like we do now. So we have actually gone from a service where you get the prelims and the Fight Night to a service where you will get the prelims on one channel, the Fight Nights on another channel, and the pay-per-views on a third channel. There are now 3 channel options for Australians. We have been fucked by the UFC. Fucked. It's actually gotten worse for us. Fucked. Right now, all you needed was Fight Pass and KO. Now you need Fight Pass and Paramount, or you can either have Fight Pass or Fight Pass and Paramount Plus and KO. Like, there's literally no point in having Fight Pass anymore, except unless you want to go back and watch old fights. Like, unless you want to go watch Pride fights, or UFC 41, or UFC 100, or UFC 200. Like, the whole UFC catalog is on Fight Pass. They fucked us. They fucked the Australians in the New Deal. They fucked us. Thumbs can often go accidentally in from the closed fist, but jousting is obviously a part of the style that needs to go. Absolutely, man. Andy's the type of guy to check out a bump on the night with a candlestick. Andy's the type of guy to check out a bump in the night with a candlestick. Okay. What was that? Not good, that. Let me light the fire. Let me light the candlestick. John refuses to box until they fight. And Jones refuses to box until they fix the gloves. Jones refuses to box. I won't be doing boxing until they let me point my fingers out. And closing my fist is annoying to me. So they're taking away from Fight Pass and they're going to the low. So if they're taking it away from Fight Pass, are they going to go to the lower price? You know they're not, Bilal. You know they're not going to change the price of Fight Pass. That sounds borderline retarded. It is. This is what I voted for. Fuck you guys. This is ridiculous. I know. I wonder whose idea that was. I never pay for fights anyway. I do, so I can have the latest, so I can do the stream, so I'm not a minute and a half behind. It's totally fair when you consider your pay-per-view as $60 worthless. The Australian dollar is not 60 very... It's totally fair when you consider your pay-per-view is 60 worthless Aussie dollars and not 60 very expensive British pounds. I love how there's no such thing as a Scotland dollar, but that's all right. The UFC just poked Australia. It did, right in the fucking eye. Stop rage baiting, Eric. I know, mate. No one cares, Dougie. Give me my wrench already. Never, Trollstar. Never. So basically, you finally get to find out what Americans have had to deal with for the last 8 years. Yeah, so essentially they've brought in the ESPN Plus service to Australia, but with Paramount Plus. So... yeah, the way that you guys have been getting shat on with ESPN Plus, that's how we're now going to be getting shat on with Paramount. I always knew we'd get screwed over by the UFC. They hate the fact Aussies are dominating all the American I know, that's the problem. Like, they don't like the fact that a small island of 250 million people, and even only 60% of that 250 million people are still white Anglo-Saxon Chads. We're the last white Anglo-Saxon Chads on the planet. And we're absolutely dominating combat sports, and they're trying to do anything they can to hold us down. Do you think this is just until KO expires? Sounds dodgy. I don't think so. I think because Foxtel and Main Event are sponsored by the Australian government, they're subsidized, like they're a part of Telstra, and Telstra is subsidized by the Australian government because we live in a socialist country. I don't think so. I think they will always try and retain control over the Main Event. The Main Event channel on Foxtel is a very big business partner for Telstra and therefore a very big business partner for the Australian government. I think they will do everything they can to weasel control over that. Even on AFL.com, where you can stream AFL fights, there are certain, not AFL fights, AFL games, Australian rules football games. I remember when I had the AFL app, there were certain games that I couldn't watch because they were exclusive to Foxtel. Like the Saturday night premiere game. So, you know, there's a whole bunch of games every single weekend. The game that gets the TV slot on Saturday night is considered the biggest game of the weekend. They were always on Foxtel. Always on Foxtel. Even if you had the AFL website. Yeah, so no, I don't think it's going to change, man. We're the ones watching the cheeky... that's it. We're the only ones watching the cheeky Dougie stream only. Yeah, but I still have to pay for that shit. The UFC is worse than Disney going after us degenerate fans. I know, man. Like, the Aussies spend so much on gambling, mate. Dougie, don't start. I already dismantled you in the Discord the other... You didn't dismantle me, mate. You were rage baiting to yourself. I took a shit and went to sleep. You're going to Scotland this, Scotland that, Scotland this. You didn't make a single coherent point. I went to bed, mate. Exactly. We Americans had to deal with it. You guys should have to deal with it. More reason to move to America? Tell me about it, man. Australians winning basically all the fights, so they celebrate us with shit now, with a shit now. I know. They treat us like we're Indian. 25 mil, not 250. I know, 25 mil. 25 million people. Only 60% of those 25 million people are white Anglo-Saxons. And we dominate every single division, year on year, month after month, week after week, fight after fight. Americans can't even get a champ. Scotland has one contender. Now we have proper programming. Everyone else gets fucked. I know, dude. I know. They're subsidizing. You know what they're doing, right? The reason you Americans don't have to buy pay-per-views anymore is because they're making us fucking pay for it. They're making us pay for it. Australia was white before that happened. Australia's always been white and always will be white, mate. Where are we up to? I shouldn't have said that. I'm gonna get a fucking knock on the door now. That one is gonna get a knock on the door saying Australia always will be white. Oh my god, it always was white. I'm gonna get... Mr. Corner, we heard that. We heard that, Mr. Corner. What did you say? Basketball levels of channel complexity. ABC, and then you go to ESPN, then you go to ABC. The next day, to go back, you need to go to NBC. Yeah, that's what it's gonna be like here. It's insane, man. Insane, dude. You have a lot less than 250... Yeah, what did I say? 25 million. 25 million. What's up, Chad King? How are you, man? Good to see you, dude. To be fair, British fighters are pussy compared to the Australian fighters. Edwards is a quitter. Aspinall is a quitter. Must be something to do with the British diet and the teeth. That's because they sent all their high testosterone males to the land down under, mate. Did you know Colby Covington is dating? No, it isn't. I went to bed. You ran. No, I went to bed, mate. You sound like an insane person under a bridge, babbling in a Scottish accent. Emmett only lost because he let his big meaty hook over to Powhatan for the night. Emmett only lost because he lent his big meaty hook over to Powhatan for the night. I have no idea what you're saying. Colby's the GOAT? No. We got that musical girl, I forgot her name, Kayla Harrison. There, yeah, that's right, you got Kayla Harrison. At this point, I don't know if you want to move to America, might get deported. I think I'll probably just move to Russia and use the Russian link, brother. Pay the tariffs. We are paying your tariffs, mate. Help me clinging to Scotland like they aren't getting a reply. I know, it's so funny. It's so funny watching. He's like a little hamster at a wheel. You say one thing about Scotland. Oh, Scotland, oh, we're the greatest Glasgow. The Edinburgh's castle wasn't built by the British. Mate, he's like a little wind-up doll. You literally say one thing about Scotland and help me just go... He's a nutcase, man. Australia has the highest gambling per capita in the world. We gamble more per capita than the Asian countries. We should be rewarded then. Gambling, no pay-per-views, and just gambling commercials down the side of the screen. Why do we still get pay-per-views? All foreigners will pay tax. That's what you're doing to us, Erican. Scotland's best fighter was the lineal light heavyweight champion with a better resume than Khabib. Oh, the guy that fluked every single one of his wins. You know what? I felt bad for the UFC with screwing the Aussies over, but after the Scotland slander, fuck you all. Fuck you all, laddie. I know more Hamzat fans in Australia than the Aussies fighters. They all work in tobacco stations. That is correct, mate. That is absolutely true. Hey, mate, you got any of those unmarked cigarettes? No problem, sir. Come around the back, sir. Trying not to swear, but you say that. I know, Alpeg. I fucked up yet again, dude. So we're like women's MMA, and you guys are just MMA being totally subsidized. Essentially, yes. Essentially right. Quaylen Selkill to surpass Khabib on the GOAT list. Based, K-Dot, based and true. No one would knock on my American door for saying anything. I know, Weston. That is, never give up your guns. Never, ever, 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 ever let them take away your guns. Ever. My God, that is so important. There's a reason out of all the Western countries during the COVID era, you were the only ones that didn't have mandates. There's a reason that when Canada and England and Australia are all bringing in digital IDs, your country isn't. Never, ever give up your guns, Americans. I'm Scottish. I know Reece McLean is up, but he keeps to himself and spends more time training other kids in the gym. He's undefeated, 13-0, I'm sure. There you go. There's someone Scottish that someone might have heard. But Whittaker is a Kiwi quitter, basically Australian, cancelled out by Volk's heart. That shit is bigger than Jupiter. Yeah, Whittaker's not a quitter, mate. He needed to go to the dentist, that's all. Did you watch Nick Fuentes on Tucker Carlson's show? I got 90%. No. I'd say like, I think I watched an hour and a half. I haven't finished it yet. I'll finish it tonight. All love, help me. It's just jokes. No, I'm not joking. Harrison has enough test for 3 average Britons. True. Help me is like a sleeper agent. He hears Scotland and he activates. I know, mate. It's so easy to send him off. When you fight for 500 years for your nation, that warrior spirit never leaves. You don't have a nation. You literally surrendered it to the British. What's next for the chocolate pepper pig? He's been fired, Joe. Dougie is using donations for Paramount. I saw Jurok Medic at my gym today. He is ready for next week. Based, Jurok. See, Serbia is still a country, still fighting for its own nationalism. Uros Medic is still getting it done. You didn't hear the Serbs call a truce with anybody. Right, Tommy Aspinall. His eye's still injured. Oh, here we go. Next, Mauricio Ruffy says he's fighting in Australia and is just waiting on the Kako si, brata, jeli ti dobro? Are you the bloke at the train station who bumped into my dad who was watching me? Rob quit against the diddler. He didn't quit. He was getting his glove grabbed. The fiddler was cheating, mate. What are you talking about, dude? Censored? You got censored, Eric? Oh, no. My country has been independent. You're not independent. You don't have there's no Scottish dollar. There's no border. You guys always want to have a referendum for your independence. You're not independent. I know. You're a Scot, so you've got like 1 IQ level. Yeah, but you're not independent. You're an annexed state of Britain. Just found out in the Davidson versus Benavidez 2, He screamed after the doctors were trying to wake him. Just found out in Davidson Benavidez too. He screamed after the doctors were trying to wake him up. Get the fuck out of here. Who's Mackenzie Dern? Good point. Fell asleep. Who fought in the co-main? Who was Mackenzie Dern? Fell asleep. Whoever fought in the... Mackenzie Dern apparently is a woman's champion. I don't know. I love shooting my rifle while yelling slurs on the weekend. True American spirit. Never let it go. Give Ruffy to Sal Killed now. This is what we were talking about before we were interrupted by the easy rage bait that is Help Me. Mauricio Ruffy says that he's going to be fighting in Australia. He's just waiting on his contract. He's getting Sal Killed. Obviously, he's getting Sal Killed. Who else would it be? Who else would Ruffy be fighting? He gets Sal Killed. You know, Chris Duncan, back into the fucking meat grinder with you, mate. No ranked opponent for you. So you're Scottish. There's no one in Scotland to even watch the fights. You're irrelevant. You're literally irrelevant. Now, Sal Killed, Australian, Chad population, gamblers, people who are actually good at fighting, regional organizations. This is what we're talking about. Sal Killed versus Ruffy. What's up, Kiki? How are you? This is an MMA stream. I hope you fit in. Kiki. All right, Quill and Ruffy, hell yeah, brother. Amzat fucked over Rakic with one jab. Little Wank was going 29-28, life and death with him. Just how dog shit is Little Wank alive? Exactly. He's a joke. Back to the rankings for you, Little Wank. Ruffy is a fraud. Gets Sal Kelly's ranking. Hell yeah, Ali. That's what I'm talking about, mate. Ruffy is about to go head kick to head kick with one of the most chaddest chads in the lightweight division. You're a good man. You're a good man, Joe3114. You're a good man. Does Bo Nickel get sub and then leave the sport? I hope not. It's fun to laugh at Bo Nickel, isn't it? I hope he doesn't. Dougie tries to put Scotland down because he can never understand what true national pride is. State pride. Help me. The Fighting Nerds have never lost 2 in a row. They're about to. K-Dot. Sal Killed by first death in the octagon. Yeah, Constall. That's what I'm talking about, mate. Watch Ruffy lose and still get moved up 2 spots in the rankings, mate. Sal Killed to get moved up 4 spots in the rankings. Sal Killed has the chance to establish himself as the new Drew Dober. All ethnicities will perish under Quaylen Sal Killed. Ruffy versus Dougie for UFC Fight Night Australia. Let's go. Let's cunt. Let's Sal Killed and Klein will be interesting. Sal Killed and Klein. Oh, that'd be a good one. But we're moving too far up the rankings. We're gonna go Sal Killed versus Ruffy, and then once Sal Killed destroys Ruffy, we're gonna go Sal Killed versus BSD, and then Sal Killed versus Gaethje, and then Sal Killed title shot. She sold me fentanyl back in elementary school. She seems like the type. Dougie wants more twinks. Stop it. Don't forget, teeth are Britica. Stop it. Sal Killed via Tim Tam Slam. Lobby gets it, mate. Kiki, you'll probably not fit in as well as the Twink. You never know, Twink. Although you have fitted in nicely here, Twink. You're part of the channel now. Isn't Quaylen the guy who went to a split decision with a Jeet? No, we destroyed him. We steamrolled him. We don't go to split decisions. You know, we don't have iffy fights like, you know, Duncan does. We have clean fights. Sleeps them. Why is that bum on the main card? Why? Because wrestling brothers buy pay-per-views. A whole bunch of the wrestling bros in college get together to watch another wrestler, and they all buy pay-per-views because American wrestlers are... Stop it. Stop it, Dougie. Stop saying slurs. You can take my life, but you cannot take my freedom. But we did give up our freedom. Who you got, McKenny versus Duncan? How do you see it playing out? I am going to be going with Duncan over McKenny, of course, mate. I'm not going to rage bait. Help me that much, man. No, McKenny. Duncan's going to destroy Kenny. Destroy him. Above Leon and Prata. I know, that must be wrong. That must be... They've got to switch that. They have to. I don't like Islam married outside of his family. JD, I don't think Islam married outside of his family. Got a new sub. I like your beard. Well, thank you, Kiki. I appreciate it. Pereira went 1-1 with a bum like Ankalaev. Imagine what Amzat Mirzakhanov will do with him. Stop it. Oh, no, this is old Toad. Toad's back. Toad's back. I missed you, Toad. I missed you. Yeah, Amzat Mirzakhanov sleeps him. Didn't Sal Killed sleep the Jeet in one punch? Exactly. Oh, Dougie said you'll get your sign when we get around to it. I'm going to send over Quaylen Sal Killed cunt. They never lost 2 in a row. They also never lost in the UFC, and that changed real fucking quick. Based, Eric. Based. Watch out when Quaylen sees black. Just like Drew Dober, mate. Head kick. Dead. Inbred Toad Gaming Pereira was sick, injured, and Little Wank robbed him in the first fight. 80 seconds, never forget. Pereira was sick and injured, and Little Wank robbed him in the first fight. True. Salkill didn't get lucky with that kick. Salkill did get lucky. That wasn't luck, mate. That was pure Australian precision. Fucking got him. Name one iffy Duncan fight. Dude, that last one was close as fuck. That could have gone either way, man, and you know it, dude. Honestly, I don't think Gaethje will still be there by the time Salkill gets a chance. No, it'll probably be Paddy Pimblett on the way down, I would say. Salkill by allowing Indians on boats and flooding in to buy our houses. Stop it, Coastal. Get that absolute soft-bodied twink off the main card now. All right, no need to start calling everyone a twink because we have a twink in here now. I love Duncan. Chris Duncan is a cool guy. American wrestler. All right, guys, stop it with the twinks in the chat. Duncan is a Chad. Duncan is a Chad. I like the current sign. Why did you order a new one? This is a temporary sign. We have my logo in custom made. I don't know when it's going to get here. The old sign was just this sign. It just said UFC, but we broke it. By we, I mean me. YouTube switched to using the @ so Toad is back. Good, Toad. I liked it, dude. As funny as it was, you being the casual guy, I missed old Toad. I didn't see Paul Craig going one-on-one with Ank. Craig is better than Powhatan. Stop it. Stop. This is why. This is why. What's up, Don Calamari? How are you, man? Ring UPS and tell them you're sending Quaylen to sort them out. All right, that's a good idea, Don Calamari. Send me my sign or you're going to sleep, mate. Amzat would only need 70 seconds to beat Alex Pereira in a 2v1. True. 2 Alex Pereiras versus 1 Amzat Mirzakhanov. It'd be over. True, Paul Craig is better than Powhatan. Stop it, Goatan. Community twink for all of us to share. He'd enjoy that, wouldn't he? Chris Duncan is Scotland's last hope. Literally his last, like, he might be the last white guy in Scotland. True. Impression of a 6-year-old, 5'8", 150-pound JDM informing the substitute teacher that he doesn't think the teacher ever said anything about not chewing gum in class. I don't think you ever said anything about not having gum in class, miss. Amzat needs to run another steroid cycle to even make Goatan sweat the Shamil Gaziev-looking fat ass gets killed. Yeah, people do forget, man. They're all on meldonium. They're all on steroids. We broke the UFC fines. We did. Where am I up to? So why you worry for Wellmaker? You know he's getting another bonus. I'm not worried for Well. I am worried for Wellmaker against my boy Cody Haddon. You guys are new around here. You don't know this, but I love Cody Haddon. Cody Haddon is one of my favorite little prospects coming up the UFC. He's from my region of Australia. He's on a sick win streak. I don't like this matchup. Dougie didn't pay for overnight delivery. I fucking did. And the guy tried to do the right thing and send it to signature only. And I didn't want it to signature only. I wanted it sent to my fucking PO box. Temporary sign is not even getting switched. It's there permanently. I've stapled it to the wall. Your logo. Our logo. True. If the new sign ever gets there, just return it at this point to keep the Temu one for the meme at this point. I know, Eric. I know. The Temu one is the real one. Did you see the live stream where Fight Fairy said the N-word with a hard R based? You know what? I've always liked Fight Fairy. I've always said, what a woman. What a beautiful woman. I've never said she was a man. I've always said Fight Fairy. Based Fight Fairy. She's one of the best content creators out there. Everyone in Australia is brown from being cooked by the fucking sun. True. Wait, Haddon's fucking fighting Wellmaker? Yes, Haddon's fighting Wellmaker. Yeah, I know. Wait, Wellmaker's fight? I know. You guys have been asking me about the fucking Wellmaker fight, and I've been like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk. Did you guys not know who he was fighting? Did you guys not wonder why I didn't want to fucking talk about it? I feel like all week you guys have been like, so what do you think about the Wellmaker fight? And I've been saying, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about the Wellmaker fight. I don't want to talk about the Well. I just want to enjoy it. I'm just going to ignore the Wellmaker fight. I'm not going to make a pick. I'm not going to do any. I'm going to just sit that one out. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Why did they give him Cody Haddon? Why the fuck did his manager agree to that? Why did his fucking manager agree to that? Why did he agree to that? Fuck. Well, we are getting knocked the fuck out. We'll be right. We'll be right. We'll get through it, Cody. We'll be right. Jab, jab, stick and move. Keep the head moving. We'll be right. We'll get through that one. There's so many other people to fight. There's so many other people to fight. Everyone in Australia is, we did that one. Wellmaker round 1, stop it. UFC 321 gave me blue balls. I hope UFC 322 doesn't. Tell me about it, Cayman. I know. I think we'll be alright, mate. RIP Cody, stop it, Slop, stop it. I ain't reading all that shit, help me. I live 40 minutes away from Jimmy Crute. He's a marauder. Get recruited. What's the Tapuria versus Bev's Cat fight? 322 or 323? I think it's 322. This is my new favorite stream, along with Benny P and Fight Night Frankie. Awesome, Twink. Awesome. We'll shout out both of them. Both of them. I love both those guys, so good on them. The real sign was the friends that we made along the way. I don't have any friends, Eric. Because Wellmaker makes you blush? No. You wanted to not talk about it, so I quit complaining. Well, there you go. That's why I didn't want to talk about it. I never asked about the Wellmaker fight. I didn't fucking know. I've been asked about it. Ruffy just... Oh, yeah. This is why they don't have good fight nights in Australia. Ruffy just willingly gave up 50% of his purse by fighting in Australia. You guys don't know this, but if you earn... I think it's over... $45,000 in Australia. I'm pretty sure it's over $45,000 in Australia. 50% of it is instantly taxed if you live outside of the country. This is why the fighters don't want to come to Australia. 50% of their fight purse is taken by our taxes. It's fucking insane. We live in just the worst communist nightmare hellhole. And this is why fighters don't want to come here. Probably why the UFC is punishing us. Thoughts on Umar getting ranked number 1 after fighting number ranked 9 Mario Batista? The rankings are bullshit. Dougie's Corner, my favorite bald streamer. I'm not bald. You know I'm not bald. Hadden gonna pop the body jab, mate. Yeah, we're gonna fire him up. Yeah, let's go. Let's have a moment of silence for Cody. He was our loving son, friend, and father when he was alive. He touched everyone's life. Cody, without him, will be all right. He'll be all right. You gonna go to the next Melbourne event or what, brother? No, Mitch, it's $700 to sit at the back row. I'd rather be here with you guys and bullshit on the stream. Won't read it and can't read it, a very different thing. That is good, help me. That's a good one. Twink acquired Dougie 2025, stop it. We'll see Ilya interact with Islam at 322. Oh, yeah, I wonder if we'll have a little bit of backstage action. That's a good idea. They hate fighting in Australia because of tax. I know, Alpeg. Scotland could never. I know you guys don't have your own tax system because countries have their own tax system. You just get handed whatever tax system the British tell you. You don't want to talk Wellmaker because he KO'd Cameron Simon. I'm not the MMA guru. Have you not seen my sign? Have you not seen my chin? Yeah? MMA guru. Big fat pig looking guy. Wears a beanie. Dougie. Chad. Chin. Different sign completely. We have literally no good political parties in Australia. It's so depressing. I don't know. The MSN are pretty good. Anyway. Wellmaker. Fucking hell. Oh, I'm never going to make it. I cannot be politically correct for an hour. I can't do it. I just cannot be politically correct for an hour. Wellmaker isn't that good. He's an industry plant who's been fed bums. But I've never seen Cody Haddon fight in my life, so I'm not sure whether or not he's just another cat. He's really good, but he's not that good. He's a really good prospect. You know what I mean, Toad? He's a good prospect. Like, he's got potential. Wellmaker's too soon. Favorite fighter? JDM. It's in the fists, mate. Roman Kopylov is going to prove the resurrection of Paulo Costa is legit after he walks through RoboCop. I hope so. I hope so, Mitch. I hope so. If you thought he was anti-semantics, he straight up hates statistics. True, Capatheus. They also hate the long flight and the jet lag. They do. There's so many reasons they don't want to come to Australia. Dougie, it's really cool to see the work you do for... I'm not bald. I don't have a lipoki or whatever it's called. What about actors in Australia and taxes? That sounds off. Again, if you're outside of Australia, 50%. Outside of Australia, 50%, man. After watching events from home instead of in... I prefer watching events at home instead of in person. I mean, we go to live fight events here, me and the boys from the stream. We go to the live fight events and it's awesome, but it's just not worth $700, man. Cameron Simon is one of my favorite fights. Cameron Simon was really entertaining, is really good. Wellmaker is not an industry plant. Cameron Simon is a distant win. He's marauding Haddon. We'll get through him. We'll get through him. They do have their own tax screen. Freedom! Yeah, that's all they got. MMA Guru definitely paid for you not to talk about Wellmaker. Maybe I just didn't want to see one of my favorite prospects get slept. Maybe that. Forcing yourself to be politically correct is such an Australian thing to do. It's such an Australian thing to do. We have our independence. You don't. One Nation would be good if it wasn't for the J influence. That's the problem with all of the... what's the word I'm looking for? Conservative parties around the world. Australians all look at each other like that guy from Dexter. It's true. You're a W listener, Mitch. Alopecia or whatever it's called. Yeah, I can't pronounce that shit, mate. Alopecia. That's the one. Alopecia. There we go. Did you see a few weeks ago that someone in Canada was arrested for denying the H? I can believe that. Yes, I can believe that. Were there any other... Oh, yeah, Bryce. Someone in sparring camp fucking hates Bryce Mitchell. Look at what they did to his nose. Someone in sparring hates Bryce Mitchell. And Bryce, being the based little legend that he is, has put this video out. And in this video, he's saying, do anyone out there in the Arkansas area know how to push a nose back together? I ain't paying $2,000 to go to the doctor. That's literally what he's saying in this video. He doesn't want to pay $2,000. Let me pause my music here and bring it up for you guys, actually, so you guys can hear it. Properties. Headphones. There we go. Let me do this so you guys can hear it.
But, dude, the doctors are so expensive. They're like $2,000 or some shit just to set my nose. Can somebody in Cersei, by the grace of God, please set my nose back straight for free? If you could fix my nose for free in Cersei, Arkansas right now, send me a message. And I'll probably go to you instead of the doctor, because this is probably going to be like thousands of dollars. And it'll just have to be pulled and put back straight, you know. So if y'all can help, let me know. Thank you.
God, I love him. God, I love Bryce, man. Any of y'all can put my nose back into place? Madness, man. Madness. The Jedi are sabotaging the Grand Republic? It's true. Your nation looks very independent without flag. I don't see a Scottish flag. Cock Scotland. Cock Scotland. Cock Scotland. Australia looks very independent with our flag. I don't see the Scottish flag on the fucking... Scotland are the biggest cucks in the world. They see England's flag and they're like, our flag. All right, man. Oh my god. Cock Nation. Cockland. Fuck, man, that's rough from his sparring partner. Yeah, dude, his sparring partner hates him, man. Hates him. I reckon his sparring partner might be one of them, you know? One of the small hats. His nose is still straighter than you. Stop it, Justin Kennedy. Stop it, Justin Kennedy. That's mean. Alopecia is stored in the balls. Stop it, Don Calamari. P is stored in the balls. Someone inspiring fucking hates Bryce, and we all knows why. We do knows why, Davidson. Because of their nose. You want to make fun of my people and their nose? No. Jewish accent. You gonna make fun of my people and their nose? How about I mess up yours? I saw this Bryce video. It's fucking wild, dude. Bryce doesn't give a fuck, man. They got me, y'all. Someone come pick me up. It's literally, I've not seen that video. Send it to me in my... Anywhere. Send it to me anywhere. Tag me in it. Send me in it. Send it to me. Bryce probably paid a crackhead $20 and a six-pack of beer to fix his nose. Probably just started walking around the bus stop. Any of y'all know how to fix a nose? Bryce is a true American. We're so proud of him. You should be, Super Gamer. Bryce is a fucking Chad. I love him so much. Not Bum Nickel. No, Bum Nickel is a bum. Bryce is a gangster. He can build his own house. Mate, that's the... Like, Bryce does live the dream, right? Like, he's got his own gym in his backyard. He builds his own house. The wood that he does himself, he preps everything himself, cures it all himself, hunts, makes his own meat. Like, he's a man of the people. He's a man of the people. Bryce is just trying to be JD. He's just JDM maxing. If anything, he shouldn't even bother getting it fixed. Bryce is a goddamn American. Twink, what do you think about Bryce Mitchell? Because I feel like you and Bryce are on really opposing sides of America. You know what I mean? You know what, guys? I think it's good that we have Twink here. You know, we get the perspective from the other side. From the Luke Thomas side. From the MMA Joey side. You know what I'm saying? From the Californian side. I think it's good that Twink is here. Twink can offer us some perspective. That's what he gets for thinking the earth is flat? Stop it, Jesse. Come on, man. Are you saying Scotland is Ian Gary? Yes, Scotland is very Ian Gary. P is stored in the balls. Stop it. Theo Vaughn says that New York is Jewish Atlanta. Makes sense. Your country literally has another country's flag in it. Doesn't get much more cocked than that. See, our country has got its own flag. Your state gets to wave its flag every now and then when the United Kingdom, when Britain lets it. You literally are irrelevant. You don't even go to the Olympics. You are not a country. You're cucked. You're on your own island. You're cucked. I don't know where the narrative that Cameron Simon's good at fighting came from, but it's perfect for the UFC. His job is to get fans fed to plants like Tabit and Wellmaker. Unfortunately, it does come from Guru. Guru loved Cameron Simon. Guru got behind Cameron Simon. Cameron Simon was never that good. I don't want the same thing to happen to my boy Cody Haddon, you know? God protect Cody Haddon, please. DEI Twink. We gotta have a twink in here. Twink playfully finds Bryce cute. I bet he does, mate. I watch gay porn to understand you better. You're gay. Stop it. Australia has the UK flag on their flag. Do you guys let your wife play? Mate, you can't even talk. All right. You're Scottish. You can't even talk. All I'm saying is, why can't we ask questions about it? Tell me about it, mate. I mean, you're not wrong. Why can't we ask questions about it? But for some reason, they don't let us. Very annoying, isn't it? The Commonwealth of Australia is a US corporate entity. No shit, brother. What happened to Bryce Mitchell? Someone in training camp really fucking hates him. Really fucking hates him. Bryce Mitchell, back at it again, man. Back at it again is old Bryce Mitchell. Khalil Roundtree, back at Muay Thai training. Good on him, man. The fuck is this guy talking about? Oh, Quaylen Selkild's knockout. No one cares about that. Yeah, God almighty. Rage bait, Bo Nickel reactor, main card play. Yeah, that is not good. Bo Nickel on another main card is insane to me. Why Bo Nickel gets to be on yet another main card. DDP also got behind Simon. Yeah, that would be a big part of it. Yeah, DDP as well. Even Taiwan has their own flag. I know. Imagine claiming you're a country and you don't even have your own flag. Sorry, Dougie. As an American, I'll be backing Malcolm Wellmaker, KOing your Aussie. I know. This is why I didn't want to talk about it. You know, there's barely any Cody Haddon fans. He's very new to the set. I think this will be Cody Haddon's third fight in the UFC. Maybe third fight. Yeah. It's too much. We just let England have their culture in the corner of our flag. Yeah, exactly. We let him. We let him. I'm not far right politically. I voted for Trump in 2024 and Biden in 2020. Don't you out that evil on me by saying I watch MMA joke. Well, it's just because, you know, name twink. You know, we make inferences. Liberal in Arkansas. I don't believe it. I don't believe her. You think got my DDP joke, Joe? Don't you? I don't think you got my DDP joke, Joe Rogan. What was your DDP joke? Let me have a look, Justin Kennedy. DDP also got behind Simon because DDP is gay. Okay, very good. What's up with the Australian and the New Zealand flag looking identical? They're pretty much the same country. Pretty much the same country. Mitch said, I was laughing so hard today thinking about how Yuri is shadowboxing on a treadmill while Roundtree's at Tiger Muay Thai, crafting the complete striker and still couldn't prevail. That is because you do not beat Yuri by being the perfect striker. You beat Yuri by out-chatting him, which is insanely hard to do. One does not out-chat Chad Yuri. It doesn't matter how hard you train in the gym. Yuri just goes for it. Couldn't find the post, but someone commented the GIF under Bryce's Instagram post. You tagged me in it. Let's have a look, man. Maybe spelling error. You know all about that. I haven't been tagged in it yet. Haven't been tagged in it yet. Sorry, mate. Not coming through. Funny that saying someone is a Joey fan is probably the worst insult you can give in this chat. I think it's the worst insult you can give in all of MMA YouTube. Is to say, wait, you're an MMA Joey fan? You sound like an MMA Joey fan. You talk like an MMA Joey fan. One of the biggest insults on all of MMA YouTube, mate. And it's fucking true as well. Did you guys catch this? Matt Brown saying, Matt Brown blast the critics who took aim at Tom Aspinall after the eye poke. People saying should have just sucked it up and gone on with one eye. Get the fuck out of here. What are you talking about? It's not a fucking death match. This isn't like Street Fighter. Yeah, it's so weird that Aljamain Sterling was one of the ones to be like, Tommy should have just sucked it up. I'm happy that Guru fucking roasted Aljamain Sterling. Matt Brown's 100% right. Aspinall couldn't see out of either eye after that double eye poke. Only casuals think fighting blind makes you fucking tough. It's the fact that it was for a fucking title match is what it is. Eileen Wright. Oh, we did that one. Do you prefer the English flag or the UK flag? I don't give a fuck, to be honest, between the two of them. They got me, y'all. They got me. They got me. Dougie, did you collarbones come? Did you? Very good one. Help me. Let's be real. Foster's Beer Premium is the best beer in the world. Oh, no, it isn't. It's disgusting. Stop it. Stop it. All right. I always spot the plants, but end up taking too long to pick against them. I'll probably end up picking Wellmaker over the random Aussie and get it wrong. I mean, if Cody Haddon gets it done, I'll be celebrating like fucking mad. I think it's too much for him right now. I do. I think it's too high. Like, it's not like Malcolm Wellmaker's right up the rankings, but there are levels to this shit, and I just don't think Cody Haddon is there yet. So I wish he wouldn't have taken it. Dougie's collarbones are as easy to find as Molly McCann. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Molly McCann's as easy as it gets. I bet you she's down at the local pub waiting for someone to plow her right now. I tagged the wrong account. That's my bad. That's all good, Constable. All good, man. Yuri's level of chat is supernatural. It actually is supernatural. There is something about Yuri where you can sit there eating five fried eggs and a whole onion. Insane levels of chadness. Dougie's collarbones are with John Jones under the octagon. What are you even talking about? God, being an MMA Joey fan means that you're zesty. It really does, man. Fuck Sterling, he's an actor. He is. Dougie accuses everyone of being an MMA Joey fan, but he keeps up to date with Joey more than any of us. This week I was. Yeah, this week I was. Yeah, that is true. You must know your enemy, help me. You must know your enemy. What's up, Bruce Wayne? How are you, brother? You got any more sick video ideas for me, mate? MMA Joey isn't the guy you see on the screen. That's MMA Kangaroo. MMA Joey is hiding in his pouch. Very good, Mr. C. MMA Joey. All right. People don't understand warriors don't just go out and die. They come home so they can feed their families and live to fight again. I know. I remember I got into an argument with someone about this. How they were like, the UFC fighters aren't like modern day gladiators, you know? The gladiators fought to the death. And I was like, yeah, but gladiators also would go back to their gladiatorial compound and, you know, they wouldn't murder each other in every single competition. There were a lot of professional gladiators that lost a lot of matches and they went back and they had scars and they healed up and they kept fighting. Like, it wasn't fight to the death every single time. Yes, some of them died. A lot of them died. Many of them died. But it wasn't like every single match was a death match. Tiger Muay Thai probably kicked out Roundtree from the gym for that performance. I mean, it was a good performance, Mitch. It was. It was just something happened to Yuri in that third round. He found the spirit of the Lord, brother. He found the spirit of the Lord and just went straight on through. Aljo is such a bitch for that. Bro wants to be a company man so bad the UFC hates him. He's such a retard. You're right, Dougie. All these fighters have had Down syndrome. I mean, it's kind of what I said to Nacho today. Like, Nacho messaged me. He's like, why do you think a lot of the fighters are saying that Tom Aspinall quit? And I was like, I think a lot of fighters are retarded. I think a lot of fighters are retarded. Like, Aljamain Sterling doubled down on it, brother. He doubled down on it. I'm so surprised. He doubled down on it again. Like, Aljo just doesn't know when to pull up. The reason the eye poke was so bad because Aspinall was jumping into it, but guys like Joey will peddle whatever narrative they want. I know, and that's the thing. Like, Joey can't get subscribers or listeners unless he talks shit. So he's got to do that, man. Did you watch Aljo's interview with DC? He spoke about his childhood and his abusive dad. Made me like Aljo a lot more. I haven't seen that one, Twink. I have not. We gotta... You know what? I'm just gonna call you local. Shut your dirty mouth. Shut your dirty mouth. Shut your dirty mouth. You have a Fenneman collarbones and you're a traitor to your homeland. What the fuck are you talking about? Foster's beer is the best. Foster's beer is horrible. You know it's horrible. And my collarbones are fucking great. What are you... You guys are dumb. Molly McCann can fight for a life. True. Molly McCann did nothing wrong. Winning live! I found a way to MMA math my way to say that Mike Johnson has a win over John Jones. Do it, Davidson Figueiredo's fan page. Let us know. The Union Jack, the flag of the UK, the St. George's Cross, the English flag, combined with the cross of the Scottish flag, the Welsh flag. The UK flag is the Scottish flag. The UK flag is the Scottish flag. No one knows what you're talking about there, Capatheist. How's the Joker, Bruce? How's the Joker, Bruce? Okay. We'll reveal time. Yep, but I will reveal them when I see it. Oh, you're talking to Bruce Wayne. That's why none of this makes sense. I don't know what... Whoa! Thank you, Alpeg, for re-upping your membership, dude. I appreciate it, man. You're a legend. I don't know anything about MMA Joey. I've never seen a video, never seen a clip. I literally don't know who he is. Well, we went over him a lot yesterday because the MMA Online community on Twitter yesterday had just decided that they were done with his consistent rage baiting. You can listen back to yesterday's stream, Constol. You're a member, so you can listen back to yesterday's stream. Dougie's collarbones in the room with us right now. Is your freedom in the room with you, mate? I'm not reading that one. That being said, if Tom Aspinall was Brazilian, I'd 1000% scream about him being a quitter. You would, Toad. I don't know why you hate the Brazilians, man. Maybe because the Brazilians always beat Dagestanis. Like, they always get the one up. Could be why. But you do fucking hate the Brazilians, mate. All my knowledge of MMA Joey comes exclusively from Dougie. Well, you're welcome that you don't have to listen to that shit, Capatheist. It's horrible. Most gladiators didn't die because you'd have to compensate the masters, or am I misremembering? Honestly, I'm not sure. Davidson Figueiredo's fan page. I'm not sure. Dougie hates MMA Joey so much that he bought the $500 tier on his OnlyFans and watched everything. No. But he does have a $500 tier, doesn't he? Yuri in the Chad we trust. Mate, I've started eating raw onions every fucking night just because of that one post. The year is 2035. Dougie is doing a movie review for the Chad Samurai, a film about Yuri Prohaska's life. I'd prefer that over the Smashing Machine movie. That's a fucking sure. Dougie's collarbones are weaker than Joe Rogan's hairline. That's just a bad one. Help me. That's what you can do better than that. I know you can. Dougie's collarbones are with Rakic's chins. I got sick collarbones, man. Fucking dominating. Aljo got CTE from Morales and then the yarn beating. I fucking wish he did, mate. Craziness, dude. This is such a crazy take from Aljamain Sterling, man. God almighty. Aljamain Sterling says, I never questions Tommy's integrity. I think he should have taken the situation differently. What do you mean, Aljo? You guys think that I milked the injury? I mean, again, Aljamain Sterling was out partying the night that he got a concussion. Tom Aspinall still can't see. The first thing that Aljamain Sterling did was fall over. I mean, Guru covered it in his video yesterday. The first thing that he did was fall over. I'd never questioned his integrity. I never questioned his integrity. Tom was smart enough to know I couldn't win this fight. Right there. I never questioned his integrity. Tom was smart enough to know I can't win this fight. Makes me happy they didn't give him the mic at UFC 300. Can't believe Aljo. Dude, remember at UFC 300, he was praising the $300,000. Thank you for the $2. Help me. I appreciate it. Buy yourself some collarbones. Thank you for the 200. Thank you for the 2 British pounds, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the 2 British pounds. Help me. Buy yourself some collarbones, laddie. Thank you for the 2 British pounds. American dollars, Canadian dollars, Australian dollars, New Zealand dollars, British pounds, euro, and the Scottish man who thinks he is his own country is paying in British pounds. Thank you for the 2 British pounds. Help me. I appreciate it. Makes me happy that we did that one. Aljo is insane if he can't see the contradiction. He is insane. They're blind. I'm telling you, the John Jones fans are blind to how insane they are looking over the last 24 hours. That's why I made today's video. That's why they're bragging about Tom Aspinall taking 4 minutes to fight Cyril Gane when John Jones literally refused to fight Tom Aspinall for $30 million. And somehow they think this is a win. I'm a John Jones fan. I heard Colby Covington and Dougie will be starring in a movie together in 2030. Yeah. What will it be called? What's a good name for that movie? Mike Jackson beat Pat Miletich. Pat Miletich beat Shane Carter. Shoney Carter beat Matt Serra. Matt Serra beat GSP. GSP beat Bisping. Bisping beat Matt Hamill. Matt Hamill beat John Jones. Oh, that's good. We should make that a post. That's a post. That's a post right there. John Jones fan logic used against them. Mike Jackson that'll get him going, mate. That'll get him going, mate. I was behind the live. That's all right, Capatheus. That happens. What's up, Brandon Wilson? Welcome to the stream. I try and read everyone's streams. If you want to skip the queue, that is what donations are for. I prefer my donations in British pounds, no matter where in the world you are. 24-hour stream when? Not a bad idea, Maureen. I don't know when. One day I'll do a 24-hour stream. That Aljo take really pissed me off. I almost punched my monitor. I know, dude. I know, man. I was fucking raging all morning, dude. UFC is thinking of making a division by height to give Hezbollah a rematch with John Jones's dong. Dude, Hezbollah does not want to be anywhere near John Jones these days. He is scared to death of him, and I don't blame him. This is the guy who acted to win the belt, by the way. I know. Why are we listening to his fucking opinions? Simply kudos. Dougie's collarbone could be a defect. 3006. Yeah, I'm still on that. You're all good, Capatheist. Remember when Aljo partied after getting concussed from Yarn? Yep, fucking idiot. I want to smack the lips off that True, Ali. True. Don't worry, Ali. I punched the wall the other day after reading MMA Twitter's take on the Tom Aspinall. Dude, the fans celebrating the Tom Aspinall thing are nuts, man. Aljo doing anything to keep his name relevant so he can still set his dog shit rum. Has anyone tried Aljo's rum? Is it any good? Dougie has Schrodinger's collarbones. I got great collarbones. Tom's acting is based. Aljo is acting is not bad. Tom wasn't acting, Bruce. Tom is still blind. I don't know if you saw the news, but his dad gave us an update. Tom is still blind in his right eye. He can't see anything. It's just grey. Tom, I got concussed once, but not by knockout. I had 2 beers that night. Don't remember anything after it. Apparently, I was awake for 4 hours. Oh, you weren't concussed, brother. You got roofied. That's all right, brother. You got roofied. That's a roofie right there, brother. I refuse to believe John Jones actually has fans. I know for a fact Cyril Gahn doesn't have any, so they have to be the Jones fans, but I don't get it. It's a certain kind of fan. Costol. It's Costonol. Costonol? Costonol. It's a certain kind of fan. Thank you for keeping Gotham City safe. Exactly. I'll refund it, you wanker, pack it in. Yeah. I appreciate it anyway, mate. The basketball MMA fan, it's a certain kind of MMA fan. The basketball MMA fans are willfully ignorant to anything that doesn't benefit them or their fighters. True, Justin Kennedy. Dougie has no idea what you guys are joking about since he's colorblind. Lol. Django on chat. Stop it. MMA math, you love it. I've been knocked out 3 times in my life, but I was responsible for all of them. It's all alcohol induced. Impression of John Jones fan raging about Tom getting his eyes gouged out. Tom would have won that fight. You see the way Cyril Gahn pokes his eyes out? That's annoying to me. That's not the right technique. The right technique is John Jones's technique. Get your post absolutely ripped. Let's nice spelling on that tweet. Spelling is for fucking people who sit in the front row, mate. Chad's just blasted out. That was fucked up though. Like Aljo praising the 300k bonus for the worst way to tell him fuck you by not giving them the mic. Dude, Aljo's performance at UFC 300 was one of the worst ones of the night. And he's celebrating about the $300K bonus. You did not deserve it, Aljo. You'd never put on a 300K performance. You couldn't fuck up Brian Ortega, who was in a coma the day before. Insane. They're worth more than a greenback? Exactly, Capatheist. Can you bless me with $20 worth of crypto? I liked and subbed. No, crypto is a scam. I haven't heard Aljo's rum, but I'm sure it's a... I haven't had Aljo's rum, but I'm sure it's a banger. Yeah, they probably don't sell it in Australia, yeah? You like Aljo's rum? All right, so Twink likes Aljo's rum. Aljo's title run is so terrible. One of the worst title reigns. The only good one was Yarn in the rematch. Yeah, essentially. Yeah, that's about it, isn't it? The worst thing that is, if Tom literally goes blind, they would still say nice act. I know. Like, even after this, they're still like, I don't believe them. As long as we don't check to see that he does have collarbones, we assume I've got a collarbone, dickhead. If Tom loses his eye, he's the next Bisping. Yeah, won the title on short notice. One-eyed. Chad, British. True. Andy looks like he just woke up surrounded by his family saying their last goodbyes. Oh, not good that. You can't see because of the eye patch? Stop it. I smashed my head on a tree earlier today. The beers were in my own place. Okay. Why did you smash your head on a tree? Impression of a Khabib fan glazing Edson Barboza to high heaven to cope that it'll ever be Khabib's fifth best win. Brother, Edson Barboza, brother. He's so close to being UFC champion, brother. He's one of the best, brother. This is a real win for Khabib. Khabib resume is one of the best in the world, brother. One of the best in the world, brother. Brother, come on, brother. Just saying, after a proper concussion, drinking is not... No, do not drink after a concussion. God, no. What is the correlation between basketball and these MMA fans? Oh, well, let me tell you. They don't need sunscreen. Does that mean we get an N-word pass? Hell yeah, mate. Dougie hates... Wait, no correlation. Started by what? Yep. Impossible for Aljo to blow the roof of an arena. It is, true. I can't see. What's up, unknown edits? I can't see. You don't have any friends, local Twink? Have you tried Grindr? Try Grindr. That'd be up your alley. Oh, look at this. This is exactly what we were talking about. Would you look at this? Cyril Gahn. Back of the headshots for every single opponent. Cyril Gahn. Back of the headshots for every single opponent. Would you look at this, chat? Back of the headshots for this one. Right there. Bang. Back of the headshots for this one. Right there. Would you look at that, chat? Knee to a downed opponent on this one. This is exactly the video that I was going to make. This opponent is downed. Cyril Gahn launches a knee. Would you look at that? Crazy, chat. What do we got here? Back of the head shot. Wow, would you look at that? Back of the head shot. Oh, eye poke. Would you look at that? That's crazy. Oh, wow. What do we got here? Back of the head. Jeez, that's crazy. Wow, man, this is nuts. This is exactly the video that I was looking for. Ask and you shall receive. Oh, another back of the head shot right there. That's crazy, chat. Oh my God. What's this one? A kick to the balls or a back of the... Oh, look at that. A kick to the balls. That's crazy. Bang. Straight to the nuts. That's nuts. Oh, wow. Look at that. Bang. Elbow to the back of the head. Fucking hell. I don't have many friends. We did that one. Impression of Dougie witnessing JDM and KOing. Impression of Dougie witnessing JDM KOing Islam Makhachev. Yes! Yes! The drinking usually precedes the knockout. True. Right now, I'm trying to find a way to force MMA math, a way to Figgy having a win over everyone in the top 10 GOAT list. Do it, Dad. That's your new goal in life. I actually killed... You're all good, Capatheist. Look, I can't see. Oh, look, I can't see. Look, I can't see. Yeah, look up at the monitor. I can't see. Collar? Barely know her. I can't tell if you're just joking around or don't like. I like you, Twink. I like you, Twink. It's just my Australian sarcasm, mate. The video compilation of there's a video compilation of Cyril cheating. Yes, yes, we've found it. Collar me surprised. That's very good, Capatheist. I've already got one for John Jones. The rest is soon to follow. I like it, Davidson. And the Garn jousting montages. Yes, the Garn jousting montage. We'll do that as well. Impression of Tom and his father behind the scenes after releasing the video. And releasing in their impression of Tom and his father behind the scenes after releasing this video and realizing their master deception plan. Hello, Cyril. You'll never get a title shot, Cyril. Progressive Ogre straight up posted a new photo of a woman on his page and then got him. That's insane. What's up? Hats off. How are you, man? If JDM KOs Islam, Dougie will swan dive into his monitor. True. If you ask Dougie what his favorite color is, he'll say the pink and fuzzy one. Stop it. Impression of Guru on Ariel's show. Also, how do you think things will go down? I think it'll be very similar to the Nick Fuentes Tucker Carlson interview. I don't think Ariel will press him too much. I think Ariel will try and make peace with him. Ariel has been pressed on the Guru before, and Ariel is back down. So I don't think it's going to be that crazy, man. What's the best base for MMA, Aussie well-roundedness? English kickboxing, Russian wrestling, or Canadian alpha chalt build differentness? No, I think it's being an Australian is the meta. I think just being an Australian makes you better in MMA. Dougie, be honest, we all know why you're my favorite chat member, because you make funny AI reels, and you're fucking hilarious. We were robbed of our celebration on October 25th. If it happens again on November 16th, I'm ending it. No, you can't end it. You're an MMA fan. There's always something else to say. There is always something else to say. Never, never end it. Let's steal this tweet, shall we? Shall we steal Ben Davis's tweet? I think we should, chat. Download Twitter video. Download Twitter video. Let us steal Ben Davis's tweet. And then let us come up with a tweet for why Cyril Gane should never receive another title shot live on the stream. Shall we, chat? Download Twitter video. Look, I can't see. Look up at the monitor. Look how far his fingers are in my eyes. I can't see. Look up at the monitor. Smells like Indian in here. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it, Harry Potter. Potter, stop it. The point to collaborate, grow viewers, not expose OFC. The point is to collaborate to grow the viewers, not expose anything. I don't know what you're talking about. There's always another way to cope. There's always another way to cope. Never forget it, boys. Never forget it. I'm ending it if Duncan gets chinned by McKinney and none of you can convince me not to. No, you'll be all right. Don't do that. Come on, mate. There's always another fight. Always another fight. We never give up. We're MMA fans. Impression of Michael Chandler trying to adopt DC during the post-fight interview after he gets knocked out against Conor at the White House. Impression of Michael Chandler trying to adopt DC during the post-fight after he gets knocked out against Conor at the White House. Okay, we're going to talk to Michael. Michael, was there anything that surprised you in this? Was that another one that got away? How much for you? Where are your parents, kid? Where are your parents, little man? How much for you? No, Michael, I know you've just been slept. How much for you, little man? You can come to my family. Add the jousting one to it also. There's only so much you can fit in a tweet, Alpeg. He should have to earn another title shot. Yeah, Capatheus, that's what I'm saying. Earn another title shot. Like, why? Here's the point of the tweet that we're trying to get together, chat. Here's the point of the tweet. Why should Cyril Gane get another title shot, right? Cheated throughout his entire career. 4 failed attempts. Four failed attempts. Everyone wants Gane versus Aspinall 2 in December. It needs to happen. I don't know, Bruce. What about Alexander Volkov? Alexander Volkov's the #1 contender. Dougie, when are you going to bring out your Indian side? Never, sir. I'll never bring out the Indian side. I've already brought out my Indian side, sir. I got you guys to give me $300 for a new sign, sir. 300 and that new sign never came. You've been scammed already, sir. Look at the photo I sent in the Discord. Ooh, the body shot soon. JDM, Islam Makhachev to the body. I like it, Mitch. Ugh. I took part of Ariel's respect. I think a part of Ariel's respects Guru's willingness to say whatever he wants to find out the juicy MMA drama. After all, Ariel is a journalist. Yeah, I think there's a part of that. I think Ariel also respects Guru's hustle. I also think Ariel knows that Guru pointed out the truth. Like, Ariel is a weasel. He does weasel his way out of things, and you can't, like, dodge the facts. JG2 did another video about Gane. His copes are always I haven't seen JG2. I've not seen any of JG2's videos. Maybe I'll have to. Duncan kills McKenny. Not gonna lie. I fucking hope he does, man. Adversarial YouTubers collaborating. Oh, you mean Ariel versus Guru if they come together for a collaboration? I think they will. I think they will. Doug, if the only... oh, my God. Scotland again. Have a second talking point. Help me. For God's sake, mate. Doug, if the only Scottish prospect gets chinned by fucking McKenny, there is no point going on. You've got to have more to your personality, help me, than just being Scottish. You can get through this, mate. You know? Find another culture to get behind. Pretend to be Russian. That's what I do. Impression of Drew Dober fighting black fighters. Ah! Bad spelling? Yes. Gane gets another title shot because it's the only compelling matchup. Volkov, Bruce? Alexander Volkov? Impression of Quaylen moving to welterweight to go after Bilal for his ethnicity. There's only one I haven't finished off yet. I can't wait for Dougie Claus to shimmy down the chimney on Chrissy morning with his race war video. It'll be a live stream. It's going to take a long time to do it. It's one of those ones we'll have to do live. Cyril Gane is the dirtiest heavyweight I've ever seen, not going to lie. And that says a lot. John Jones is a heavyweight. You should look up the Quaylen Cell-killed Australian MMA poster. He looks like Australia's Don Fry. What a fucking Chad. That magazine is fire, by the way. I've heard our very own Bilal jumps onto that magazine and sends me photos of it. So, yeah, I've heard, man. I've heard. Cyril Gane, we've done that one. How much longer until Gable Stevenson is on the Contender Series and he's signed? Well, he's only had one fight over at KSW. I would say 3 fights at KSW and then on to Contender Series. If he fights often, we're probably looking at next season. He'll probably be on next season's Contender Series, probably season 11 of the Contender Series. It's a fairly cheap magazine. Yeah, nice one, man. All those eye pokers have something in common. He and Gary eye pokes. The Crusades never ended. Serbia still fighting the good fight. True. Chad Serbia still going. Fouled a lot throughout his whole career. I don't think that's cheating, but I agree if you're carelessly foul, it's your fault. The fight was a no contest, so you shouldn't get an auto rematch. I agree, Capathius. Like, he screwed it up himself. Why does he get yet another title shot? McKinney destroys everyone? No. You know that's not true. He's a 50-50 fighter. I liked Ariel's video on Tom Aspinall. So did I. Like, Ariel raises a good point. Like, a foul is a foul is a foul. You're choosing to lead with your fingers. A foul is a foul is a foul. JG2 is pretty funny. He's got a good channel. The only drawback is he's British like Guru. Ugh. Ugh. Imagine having a country next to Scotland. Disgusting. Volkov was subbed in 1 round. Yeah, but he's gotten better since then, Bruce. He just beat Jailton Almeida. Tom subbed Volkov pretty easily. Yes, but he is the #1 contender now. He just beat Jailton Almeida. 3 doctors have told him his eye has no major damage and he's still crying he can't see. You think he's not milking it and 3 doctors in a row have just got it wrong? A British doctor has just said that 50% of his vision is gone on his left eye. But, you know, you can pick and choose the data, whatever you want, like a good liberal. Selk killed the most Aussie-looking Australian. He really is, man. He really is. The mustache, the mullet. Oh, so good. Impression of Garn trying to eye poke the back of impression of Garn trying to eye poke and back of the headshot. Quaylen Cell killed. Oh, get this little Australian knockout machine away from me. I thought Gable fought an LFA. I got it confused. LFA, not KSW. Thank you, Justin Kennedy. Here's a fact for every Australian: was like Quaylen, the country would be so prosperous. Is true. Gable's LFA. Thank you, Twink. I appreciate it. Oh, that is a good point, M Operator. That is a good point. Ian Gary's biggest dream is to be one of them, and they do all the eye pokes. Not a bad point, mate. Let's not forget that Garn is 0-2-1 in title fights. I know, why does he get another attempt? Why does he get another attempt? 99 out of 100 cats are blue. There's a cat, that is essentially the argument. Yep. And there's a video on his YouTube, you can see both of his eyes and they look normal, whereas Bilal, Triple C, and somebody else, can't remember, look visibly damaged. Yes. Antoine Delija is fighting this weekend. Pray for him to destroy Salsa Boy. We don't need to pray. Antoine will get it done. I watch Uncle H edits on Instagram before banging out a set in the gym. It's better than pre-workout, isn't it? Tom Aspinall versus Derek Lewis is perfect. Why not? Why not? Why not? Anyone else? Ariel has changed teams. He's trying to get on the base train. I think he is. I think Ariel knows that the tides are turning, so Ariel is going to, you know, tighten things up. What's up, Bobby Mays? You're a legend, Bobby Mays. You're the best one, Bobby Mays. Winner of that fight means they've got the hottest balls. Tweak would like that. Impression of evil Dougie giving Tom Aspinall robotic eyes. Fucking, you'll never win a fight like them, cunt. Let me rip them out. Fucking yoink. That's good. Now let me put some robot eyes in there. You'll be right, mate. Your guard impression is spot on. Get this Australian away from me. Tom spent too much time dipping his knuckles in diesel. He should have been dropping diesel in his eyes. True, Mr. C. Go to bed with a couple of shots of diesel to the eye. Dougie is starting to notice. Motherfucker, I've been noticing. All right. Don't worry about that. Even if Tom beats Garn, he still has the problem of not much competition, except for Jones and Pereira. I fully reckon he will go after his contract. He'll be fully sick of the UFC treatment by now. I don't know why the UFC hate Tom Aspinall so much. I really don't. It doesn't make sense. All Tom Aspinall wants to do is fight, but he just seems to be a pain in Dana's ass, man. Tom is faster than Garn. He was doing alright, but I think they were pretty evenly matched, Brady B. I love the Garn character. Every chance he gets, he tries to eye poke you at the back of the head. I know, it's the worst, man. It's looking like Jubilee Do Not Redeem is down with the UFC. Should have a fight. It's looking like Jubilee Do Not Redeem is done with the UFC. Well, he could be, or he could know that one more loss and his contract is getting ripped up, so he's maybe really locking in before he takes another fight, you know? Ariel is on what train? Ariel? Oh, no, not on another train. My blood is boiling about this one. Duncan versus Nolan is a great fight, but Duncan wins. Duncan versus Quaylen is a great fight, but Duncan loses. Surprisingly based of you. Yeah. Duncan's good, man. Duncan's really fucking good. Duncan's really good. I don't disagree with that. Dana White hates Tom because he retired his Pookie Beb. That could be it. Yep. Impression of Crusader BSD trying to capture Garn, but he gets his eye poked. Oh, get him at the guillotine, that big bastard. Oh, you stay away from me or I'll eye poke you. I think they're trying to devalue Tom because his contract is ending soon, and his dad said he wants Tom to leave for boxing. This is true, local. This is true. Dirty fighter Cyril Garn. Get this man away from me. Poke to the eye, shot to the back of the head. I think the UFC, Dana, are mad at him because he wants to go to boxing, and he quit in Dana's eyes. Yeah, but he seemed annoyed with Tom Aspinall even before that. He just seems to hate Aspinall, man. What is something else that can be added to this tweet chat? What else can we do here? Why should Cyril Garn get another title shot? He's cheated his entire career. He's already had 4 failed attempts. Oh! What do you reckon, chat? Can you add any more venom to this? Any more venom to this one, boys? Any more venom to this tweet? For each foul committed in a fight, you must get T-boned by a Holden Commodore. Fucking based, Mr. C, I tell you what. Or you have to tape one of your eyes shut. No, a free kick in the balls, I reckon, mate. Poke him in the eye. What do you mean? A kick to the boys. And he's black. It's a great one, Eric, yeah. That's like, Eric, you've really fucking, you've cooked with that one, Eric. That's good. No, I think we'll get rid of that one, Eric. Take it seriously, dickhead. Where am I up to? Dana is mad that Tom made his boyfriend John Jones retire. It's true. I was his Hezbollah. The second was Sutherland with the English flag. I manifested every ligament in his knee tearing. Brutal. If Aspinall was American, Dana would love him. This is true, Bobby Mays. True. I think Quaylen should fight either Dariush or Moicano because they will change his grapplings, which is important in lightweight. Quaylen Salkut should fight either Dariush or Moicano because they will challenge his grappling. Yeah, I'd like to see that. That's what I want to see from my prospects. Like, them tested in every single way, and then when they go on a run, then they get a title shot. I completely agree with you, man. Dana White, he just wants to fight, and I love that. Tommy just wants to fight. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit if he gets poked in the eye? Who gives a shit? Quaylen is good, but people need to stop rushing him into the rankings too far. I mean, he's going to go into the rankings. That's what we've established. But yeah, I don't think he's like... I'm not like he's going to win the belt this year, but yeah, I get you. Help me. He's French. It's a good point to make it all about marketing. Yeah, you know what? It is all about the marketing. Like, it is just all about the marketing. Like, they've got enough English superstars. They've got enough guys from Cage Warriors, but they don't have enough people from France. And they know that the French crowds are insane. If Aspinall abused his wife and smoked crack, Dana would love him. True, Twink. Add white flags to the tweet. We're not going to do that. So annoying how Ghan was privileged to headline Abu Dhabi and the dude fucked it up. I know. I also think Quaylen versus BSD would be the coolest fight, but it's not likely. Well, we'll see what happens with BSD versus Dariush. You never know. What? They already get enough free shit as it is. That's true. It's November 2026. Poatan beats the heavyweight champion at MSG after having knocked out John Jones in the White House card to become the undisputed GOAT of MMA. Yes. Is it a bad time to mention that I'm French? No, we know you're one of the based French ones, boy. We know, mate. I heard he what? There we go. All right, so that'll do. That'll do. Go like the tweet, boys. If you're on Twitter, go like the tweet. Why should Cyril Gahn get another title shot? Cheated his entire career. 4 failed attempts. Robbery win over Volkov, who is the #1 contender now. No punishment for nearly blinding Tom. Go like the tweet, boys. If you're on Twitter now, go get some of that. Bro could have pulled out a knife and the referee would have let him get a few stabs in. It's actually crazy how much this dude cheats during his entire career. Actually, there's another one. Another eye poke. Another eye poke. Look at that. That's jousting. Another eye poke. Constantly. Here's an eye poke on Volkov. That's leading with your fingers. Right there. That is just a straight up eye poke. Like, what is he doing here? What is this? What is he defending here? What range is he finding here? He's not setting up a jab. This is just an eye poke. Fucking Cyril Gahn, man. What a prick, dude. You kind of have to wish Quaylen was the kind of guy in lightweight. He's kind of what the UFC wanted Talbot style-wise. Yeah, true, but unfortunately, he's not good for the message. You know, he's got a mustache and he's got a mullet. He's a Chad. Whereas with Peyton Talbot, he'll stick a vape pen up his ass and listen to Frank Ocean. Chimaev's such a shitty champion, no one gives a fuck about him right now. Yeah, Chimaev just completely fell off. The second the media cycle ended with... Like, people have been talking about Ilia Topuria pretty much every single stream that we do. Every single stream that we do, someone brings up Pantoja. Every single stream that we do, someone talks about Marab and how they kind of like him now. Every single stream that we do, someone's talking about Tom Aspinall and John Jones. Every single stream that we do, someone's talking about JDM and Islam Makhachev. No one talks about Hamzat. No one. Why is Quaylen getting ranked next? Duncan has way more wins and finishes in the UFC. He isn't getting ranked. Dude had one crazy knockout and people are overhyping him. That you've described at the end there. The overhype. That's the UFC marketing model right there, dude. That's it. That's literally it. Yeah, the overhyping, yeah. Can't find your X page? No worries, brother. I'll bring up for you, brother. There it is. Dougie's Corner. Dougie's Corner at YouTube. Right there. That's me, mate. Dougie's Corner right there on Twitter. He's getting taught by John Jones. He's getting taught by John Jones to eye poke and never fight. Yeah, he's learning from the best, man. They are giving Duncan a good fight, but just not a ranked fight, you know. The jousting absolutely needs to be addressed way more than it does. Yeah, I agree, dude. The jousting needs to be an instant point deduction. Has to be. Impression of Zesty Dougie talking about Peyton Talbot's vape. Oh, I heard he sticks vape pens up the ass, so maybe he'll come and give one to me. I think the reason why the UFC don't like Aspinall is because the company is owned by the juice. True, Tom is not a degenerate. Also true, Don Calamari. Frissy Yam, Nassadine, Cyril, etc. Yeah, true, Ali. True. It's just that he's fight because of how he trains, Dougie. Next fight, Kevin Holland is going to shoot his opponents with a 45-70 because that's just how he trained, brother. I just trained to shoot him with a 45-70. 3 back-to-back knockout. Yeah, the hype machine is what it is. Yeah, the hype machine is what it is. What do you think is next for Chimaev? Imavov, and hopefully Imavov pokes him in the eye. Hamzat was flying Nate into oblivion by Giga Shark. Hamzat gets flying Nate into oblivion. Yes, Bruce Wayne. That's what we're talking about, mate. Hamzat gets smashed, boys. Smashed. To understand. This motherfucker. This motherfucker wants to go to war, huh? This has to be considered intentional at some point. You Aspinall fans are still coping. You Aspinall fans are still coping. How are Gun fans? Fourth failed title attempt. This isn't a win, little bro. For how are Garn fans still claiming a win? What do you think is next to Chimaev? We did that one. Only one of them was against good competition. Oh yeah, he's being overhyped. He is being overhyped, help me, but that's the UFC, right? Eric is already adding important context to your tweets. Oh no, I can't imagine what Eric is. Listen, I can't control Eric on Twitter. I can't. Eric will do what he's going to do on Twitter. I can't control him on Twitter. Hamzat is too busy cuddling with his dictator daddy to book his next fight. Dude, I do think Hamzat is being locked down by his dictator daddy. Like, he instantly flew over there, hasn't left, and is forced to train in front of a giant poster of his dictator. It's not fair. It's not fair, but it is what it is. Aspinall made a joke about Dana on his vlog months ago, and Dana definitely took it personally, and I took that personally. He said I was sucking off John Jones, and I took that personally. Did it ever come out what was going on with D-Rod? Never did. Never did. They locked it down real quiet. No. Quaylen has 2 KOs, and they're not even back-to-back. Maybe the fight this weekend, help me, was short notice. So maybe it's because it was a viral knockout, plus he did the UFC a favor, which taking a short notice fight in the Middle East. You know. Tom is also just as independent guy trying to build his own brand and a YouTube channel. Dana probably sees a lot of Francis in Tom. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of what goes on here where the UFC hates their heavyweight champion because their heavyweight champion is entitled to a lot of money from the rest of the sporting world. He's athletic. He's marketable. He could do well in any other fighting promotion. And this has been the problem with the UFC heavyweight champion all the way back to, you know, Randy Couture, like literally all the way back to the start of the Zuffa era. The UFC heavyweight champion has always been a problem for the UFC. What do you think of Tom's dad saying he wanted the fight to go to the later rounds because the fans say he can't fight for more than one round? It sounds a bit copy, but I think there's a level to it where they were like, they were enjoying the fight. Like, I do think Tom looked for the very first round knockout. You go back and you watch the fight, Tom came out fast in the first round, and then Cyril Gane started to keep him honest with the oblique kicks. And then towards the end of the first round is when Tom started to get a little bit flowy and get into the fight. So I do think they tried to finish him early. They couldn't finish him early. And then Tom sort of readjusted mentally and went, okay, this is going to be a bit of a fight. So 50-50, 6-7, as the kids say. Aspinall is still champion. Yes, I know, Eric. True. Gane has multiple fouls in every single fight. Judo chops the brainstem like Austin Powers. True. Plus eye pokes, a multitude of dick strikes. The worst. He's the worst. Cut him from the sport. I agree, Mason. I agree. Post and ghost, brother. Tom's dad is such goals for a dad by his side. It's inspiring. It is, man. It is. Man, like, there's a reason, like, my dad was watching the stream during the Tom Aspinall era. Yeah. My dad loves the Tom Aspinall and Andy Aspinall duo. That's an EBT entrepreneur right there. I have no idea what that means. Don't try and appeal to reason with them. Just be racist and they'll flip. No, I'll let Eric do that. Eric can slide in after me. Whenever I hear someone say those John Jones fans, I'm like, bro, people are fans of John Jones. They shouldn't exist. I know. How are you friends with a guy? How are you fans of a guy that gets a hard-on playing with Hezbollah? I don't have Twitter. There you go, Eric. Deny. Chris Duncan, Scotland forever. Has got 7 wins, 3 finishes. Quaylen has 4 wins, 2 finishes. If you compare them, then Duncan has a far more impressive resume. Yes, but you're not understanding. It's an entertainment business. I'm not disagreeing with you. I've been saying let's get Chris Duncan a ranked opponent, but here we are. He said he was sucking off John Jones. Don't buy the hand. There you go. God almighty. Hated Stipe, hated Francis, and sucked off John Jones and hates Tom. Yeah. He's always had a problem with the UFC heavyweight champion. How long did you stare at Chris Barnett? I can't stop staring at his ass. I can't stop. It's a very real thing. I had Chris Duncan's ass on my TV. You know, the girl came over. She said, Dougie, what are you doing? I said, I can't stop staring at his ass. Tom is ultimately too big for the UFC, and Dana knows it. Plus, he has that Tyson Fury connection, so Boxy would welcome him. Yeah, I don't like it. 6'7". I don't get it. I'm old. I thought it sounded a bit copy. Why would you want to take more unnecessary damage? You could finish it in the first round. I agree, Bruce. That's why I was like, I get what they're saying. Like, once they realized that the fight was going to go on a bit longer, they were excited about it. But I have eyes. And I can see that he was trying to finish him in the first. Like, I get it, dude. I get it. Gon, John, and Chandler must have trained in the same gym. Bro, I was dying so much during your video when you're like, John Jones is a grown man with a disease. Jones with a grown man with a disease. John Jones with a grown man with a disease. I mean, he does have a disease. It makes him look like a child. You're telling me Duncan's war against Rebecca was less entertaining? Oh my God, you are such an autistic spurg when it comes to anything to do with Scotland. You are such a spurg, help me. You are such an autist that gets locked. Showing me Duncan's woman. I've said Duncan deserves a ranked opponent, but the quick knockout goes on reels. It's a more viral moment. It just is. It's a more viral moment. It's easier to fit on a reel. But I swear to God, you say anything about Scotland, and you are like a fucking Dagestani fan, but you're Scottish. You're literally no different. You're so fucking autistic, help me. It's insane. God, you're telling me that Duncan's war with Rebecca was less entertaining? It just fits, the KO is a KO, just fits on a reel easier. Just try and pretend to not be Scottish for a fucking second, help me. You spastic, man. God, dude. You're insane. Who's that retard on Twitter? I don't know. Some fucking cunt that I'm just replying to. Tom's dad is a rare kind of guy. Gave him all the time and life to his son. Compare Andy Aspinall to Rampage Jackson. Oh. Dude. Dude, I was a dad. I paid for my son's lawyer fees and then I never talked to him again. He doesn't know how it affects me. Yeah, I know. Very different parenting. Any tips to quit nicotine? Nah, just cold turkey it. He didn't even use to be a Stipe Glazer either. I know, he hates the heavyweight champion. He hates the heavyweight champion. Remember when we spent the whole news week just talking about Connor's dick? I do remember that. That was a weird one. Dougie getting chat to proofread his Twitter post after the Yuri incident? No. I'm not doing that. I'm asking you guys to chime in. I'm asking you guys want to chime in on the shit talking. You guys can chime in on the shit talking. I'm just offering the shit talking up to the community. How fast could we actually get the rematch? December. Help me is genuinely rage bait. I don't think he is. I think he's a retarded Scotsman. Shit, I've done it again. I'll get there. I'll get it out of my vocabulary. Jones is never coming back to fight. I hope you see he uses Alex talk his way to hype the fans and try and get in Tom's head. No, I don't agree with that, James. I think John Jones would take the fight against Alex Pereira at the White House. I think he'd take that fight. It's not even about Duncan. I just think we are far more entertaining than flash knockouts. I think wars are more entertaining than flash knockouts. They are, but they don't fit as nicely on a Twitter post, on a reel. Quaylen is on the way to a title. Duncan might get to the top 10. Oh, fire him up, Nacho. Go for it. You spoke like a Scot there. I know. What if Duncan and Sal killed to start making out? I know. You're loading up this tweet. Just replying already, mate. Scared you may. You're loading up this tweet. Just reply already. I was letting you guys jump in. Fucking, I'm reading the chat. I'm just going slow with it. You Gen Z. You guys, you Gen Zs in the chat. You've got no patience. You've got no... I noticed this as well. Like when we do lists, you guys are always like, go to number 1 straight away. Go to number 1. You guys don't know how to fucking just take it nice and slow and let something build. Swear to God, Gen Z comment section. Gen Z is fuck, mate. We need it now, Dougie. It's gotta be now. Do it now. Fucking crazy, mate. Just let it moisten. Let it build. Allow the blood to, allow the tension to build. God. You feel bad for Hezbollah? Yeah, of course. Of course, don't you? Imagine if you looked like that. You can't get Connor's weight off your mind, Dougie. No, but the whole chat couldn't get off their mind for a week, man. Do you like black people? I don't hate them. Andy Aspinall kind of reminds me of a lord whose son is a knight. They have that mindset of family, strength, loyalty, and honor. Yes, yes, that's what the English was all about. That's what they were all about. I agree. Yep. Just posting ghost, mate. No replying. No, we'll get into a bit of a back and forth. It'll be fun. Do an impression of a retard talking and then do a Scottish one. I can't. That's the same thing. I can't mix them up. Chop, chop. Do it now. Get onto it, mate. I'm with Eric. All right. Nice and slow, letting it build like the plot of Game of Thrones while Dougie sips on wine. That is taking too long. Roblox cooked Gen Z, bro. It really did, mate. They need it now. All right. We'll send this one off. There you go, boys. Bang. Off he goes. Done. Are you guys already replying to it? You guys are crazy, mate. You guys already jumped on this poor bloke's replies? Come on, mate. Aspinall still champion. Oh, no, fucking... Definitely not Eric is already in there. Craziness, Eric. Well done, mate. What are we doing? What are we doing? We're just hanging out on Twitter and just rage baiting Tom Aspinall fans. I like it. Not Tom Aspinall fans, Cyril Gunn fans. It's not an easy job, but someone has to do it, guys. Someone has to do it. Get back at the Cyril Gunn, at the Tom Aspinall haters. Wasn't it Gunn's third attempt? Well, see, this is why I left it on the screen so long. So you guys could, help write it. And now the second it's sent off, there you go. Unbelievable. Who cares? How are wars more entertaining than knockouts? You're telling me Dustin versus Max 3 was more entertaining than Ilya versus Ola. I like wars. I like long wars. I'm not gonna change any of that statement. Knockouts are sick. I like knockouts, but I prefer wars. I like violence. I like watching fights. Yeah, I like watching a long war go on. 15-minute war. Love it. Love it. Knockouts are sick. But the problem with knockouts is because we're stuck to the TV time slots. Very often, whenever there's a sick knockout, we're sitting around for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, just fucking waiting for something to happen. So yeah, I don't mind wars. We will chin Quaylen Sal killed for a rank spot. I do think Quaylen Sal killed and Chris Duncan are on a collision course. I do. Say Alpeg, good on you, mate. Can you do an impression of evil Dougie capturing Hezbollah and turning him into a slave and forcing him to dance for his amusement? Come here, you little bastard. Fucking get here now. Get into that room with John Jones and dance for him. No. Him not being on my lap is annoying to me. Do you play Xbox? Not really, man. No. I have one, but I haven't played it in ages. I would have used the hard up. You would have used the hard up. That is true. Aspinall fans going out sad. No, we're going to war, mate. The Brits always overhype their fighters, whether it's boxing or MMA, so it has been fun to rage bait the fans to be... I mean, right, it is fun, the back and forth. I mean, this is sport, isn't it? This is the whole point of sport, right? To just go back and forth with each other. This is what it's all about, you know? People take it too seriously. People take it way too seriously. Should we harass some Islam Makhachev fans? That'll be fun. Islam subs in round 2. Oh, this is a good one. It's a tough matchup, but I think Makhachev unanimous tops him. Even if JDM survives the submission attempts, I think Islam takes it by number of takedowns, ground control time, time against the fence, and Islam striking is good enough not to be significantly outboxed by Jack. Moicano dropped. Islam. Go properly. There we go. Hey. I hear Australian coffee is real good. Apparently it's good. I love MMA. I love MMA so much, man. It's so much fun. Jim hasn't come back since that fight. I hope he's okay. No, Jim's been around. Jim's all right. Also, it's Hezbollah, not Hezbollah. That's a completely different thing. Is it, though? Is it? I got Valentina by 97% certainty. Really? I got Wei Lee. Let's harass Makhachev. Let's harass Makhachev fans. The welterweight champion will be either white man or a white man. It either happens to be Muslim. Well, let's go with Australian. Riveting stuff here, mate. Well, you came in 2 hours late, Nacho. This is on you, mate. We already missed all... You missed all the news, Nacho. All of the news. This is on you, brother. Bro, I type way faster. Good for you, mate. What's up, Mixed Martial Artists? How are you, dude? Good to see you, man. Where are the cute girls barking at the camera and making faces on the live videos? I've been scrolling for 20 minutes now. You should be on TikTok, not on YouTube. That's not drop, that's slip. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Nacho, you missed us talking about MMA for like 2 hours. That's what I mean. We've covered it. Nacho wants to waltz in 2 hours late and be like, oh, good content, bruh. We've been over all the news stories, Nacho. You know we're going to get fucked on the pay-per-views again? Did you catch that, Nacho? We're getting fucked on the pay-per-views. Moicano's got a capital M. Went. That's not how you spell went. Went to war. Dostin. Islam. Yes. JDM. You already knew Australia wasn't getting Paramount till the KO deal finishes. We are getting Paramount. They're giving us Paramount. They're taking away the Fight Pass main events. Fight nights on Fight Pass, they're going. So now it'll all be on Paramount Plus, and the pay-per-views will still be on KO and main event. So they've fucked Fight Pass. They've made Fight Pass worse. So now Paramount Plus, you get the prelims and the fight nights. On Fight Pass, you get the prelims, not the fight nights. And on... Yeah, and you still need to buy the pay-per-view through KO. Or main event on Foxtel. Yeah. Troll some Oralby fans, but I'm an Oralby fan. I'm an Oralby fan. And Natalia Silva is a baddie. Oh my god, you're not wrong. Yes, you're absolutely true about that. Fight Pass is shit anyway. Not in Australia, it wasn't. In Australia, it was the best, man. You got all the main events. You got all the pay-per-views except for last month's. You got the full catalog. You got Fight Night live, unlike on ESPN. Now they've made it shit. Now it's going to be shit. I used Fight Pass when I was in America, and it was dog shit. You needed ESPN Plus. Now it'll be shit. KO's reign of terror continues. It seriously does, Don Calamari. It does. They've fucked us. They've made it worse. Why is Australia getting stuffed in the new Paramount deal with the UFC lives? I don't know. Why Australia? Oh, that is literally the... Yes. America first. Shut up, you kid. I can't see. Of course you can't. Unknown edits. Look up at the screen. There's a whole knuckle in my eye. Look at the screen. There's a whole knuckle in my eye. Because America, but because straight up America first, brother. Yeah. You were saying this. I know, you fucking Americans. Oh my god. JDM's cumulation of everything that Islam has struggled with so far. Yes. JDM gets wrestle fucked and cost. Oh mate, no. JDM gets wrestle fucked and crotch sniffed to a decision loss. Someone's already gone after this bloke. Say it in a Derek Lewis voice. What? America first up in this hole. America first up in this hole. Say it in this hole. USA up in this hole. Dougie loves Americans. Half of you. 50% of you. And even then, that 50% need to wake up real quick. My comment is disappearing. What? Your comment disparaging Natalia Silva got censored? That's bullshit, mate. You didn't answer my question. What was your question, Bruce? Why is Australia getting stiffed in the new Paramount deal UFC live stream? You've just put question marks on the end of the title. That's not a question, mate. I like to when the pay-per-views were on PlayStation. You had a PlayStation Plus, you got $20 discount. That's sick. I didn't know that was even available. That's what you get, Nacho. That's what you get, Nacho, for coming late. That's what you get. This guy doesn't seem Muslim enough. I'm saying Islam decisional late sub. JDM will be no easy feat. This guy's being respectful. Let's not annoy him. Islam unanimous decision. I think it's competitive on the feet, but Islam's takedown ground control win the round. Islam's going to get rocked by dry hump. Yes. We're submitting himself. Oh, this one's name is fucking Joey. This one's name is Joey as well. Oh my god. It's too easy. Dougie loves my money, that greedy Jew. You haven't sent me any money. What are you talking about? I think Islam can outclass JDM like Alex did to Ank. I think Islam can outclass JDM like Alex did to Ank. I disagree, Unknown Edits, but I get why you think that. Donald Trump said to call me to knock this Russian motherfucker out. They've been making me look bad on the news. Donald Trump called me and said, knock this Russian motherfucker out. They be making me look bad on the news. This is definitely MMA Joey. This is MMA Joey's alt account. Well, hello there, beautiful. Look at you. Trying to farm followers. Well, hello there, beautiful. This chick is absolutely not Muslim. Should we just say race traitor? Should we just give her an Eric-esque quote? Just race traitor. I copied the title because I didn't feel like writing it all out. I thought it was self-explanatory. Non-tards I was asking. Oh, right. To non-tards, what was I was asking? You want to know how we got fucked? I mean, I covered it twice already, Bruce, but I can cover it a third time. You were here at the start of the stream, dude. You already caught it. Right now, we have Fight Pass in Australia, which gives you prelims and fight night main events live. They're now changing it to Paramount Plus, and on Fight Pass, all you're going to get is the prelims. However, with Paramount Plus in America, you get the pay-per-view as well in your $8 subscription. Not in Australia. In Australia, you need Paramount Plus you need to still go over to KO and pay $60 for the main event. We're getting fucked. The one who defended his title is always in pressure. That is true. That is true. Yeah, I do think JDM will get the sub fast, but I don't think they will collide. I do think JDM will get the sub fast, but if not, I think they will collide. You think JDM's going to get the submission? I don't know about that, man. I think JDM will be able to box with him for a bit. Come on, Dougie, you got the balls. What did you just call her race trader? Or did your balls get chopped off? I was not there. I was here 30 minutes late. Oh, my bad, Bruce. Well, there you go. That is how we got screwed, mate. That is how we got screwed. You know what? Let me show you guys where it is here. Where is it? Here it is. All right, Paramount Plus in Australia. UFC on Paramount Plus in Australia. No, they're not gonna. FAQ. I'm a current UFC Fight Pass prescriber. Will I lose access? They'll continue to live pass the early prelims for each UFC event. Early prelims. If you're in New Zealand, it doesn't change at all. Main event available on Foxtel and KO is going to remain Australia's exclusive distributor for the main card of the numbered UFC events via pay-per-view. Fucking bullshit, mate. Fucking bullshit. Imagine JDM pulls off a dust. That would be sick, dude, if he actually manages to get it done. Oh, my God. There is no problem supporting your countrymen? No edits. You should support your countrymen. That's what MMA is all about. Getting around your country, supporting them. I agree, man. Where are you from? I can see JDM subbing him only if he hurts Islam bad, though. Yeah, I don't see JDM getting the sub, but all right, cool. If you guys think so. Fight Pass will just become more worthless. I mean, Fight Pass is good because you get to go back and watch the old catalog, and we like watching the old catalog. So I am going to need Fight Pass. We go back and watch old fights all the time. It's just bullshit. Like, that means I'm going to need Fight Pass plus Paramount. I was going to end up getting Paramount anyway. I'm just going to have to get a VPN to see if I can get the pay-per-views to work. But I don't know, man. It's fucking annoying, dude. It's fucking annoying. We Americans own Dougie's viewership. Yeah, it's annoying to me. It's annoying to me. It's really, really annoying. Nacho said it perfectly. Illegal streams, those are free. Yeah, but then I'm 3 minutes behind, a minute and a half behind the live chat. Do you see the problem? Do you see the problem? Oh my God. Joey's tweets. Joey's a master, mate. And you know what? You gotta, at some point, you gotta respect MMA, Joey. Garner's a dirty cheat. He should have been DQ'd. Tom Aspinall broke the rules more than Cyril Gane in that fight, and I have irrefutable video evidence. He's put up eye pokes. Tom Aspinall with his finger out. Tom Aspinall with his fingers out. Tom Aspinall with his fingers out. The dude is a master. A master of the rage, mate. Oh my God. Dougie, check the Discord. What's in the Discord? Help me. Let's have a look. Some broken link. Yeah, I ain't clicking on that shit. Fuck all that shit. With your little AI fantasy. I don't live in the real world. Scotland isn't a real country, so I gotta make up an AI reality. You know, rather than just getting behind a really good country, you got to live in your AI fantasy. That's all right. Help me. That's okay. I get it, man. I get it. We can't all be Chad, Australian, Serbians, both on winning sides of history. It's okay. It's okay, mate. We Americans own Dougie. No, you were talking about me. Oh, well, I think everyone should support their country, man, brother. Brian Stan catalog. We're never doing a Brian Stan catalog watch along again. Oh my God. This is why you get a Fire Stick with a legal streaming app and watch the fights for free, like Big Bruce Wayne does. Is it up to date though, or will I still be a minute and a half behind? I don't want to be a minute and a half behind. That's the annoying part, and I can't have buffering. You know, it's crazy stuff by Joey. Dude, Joey is the master of fucking rage baiting. He just is, man. Oh. Although I can see, you know, Nacho, how you were like, it's the Tom Aspinall fans that are pissing me off. I could see why people were getting annoyed at us Tom Aspinall fans. Lucas Tracy, there is not a single person in history that can beat Tom Aspinall in a fight. Maybe on behalf of Tom Aspinall's fan base, you know, I myself once, God, he looked better without the neck tattoo. God, the neck tattoo is bad. As someone who was saying that Tom Aspinall is the greatest fighting force the world has ever seen without steroids, maybe the Tom Aspinall fans might have gone a little bit overboard. They might have, I'm willing to admit, we might have gone a little bit overboard. No, I clipped that from your hillside stream. Mate, your AI, I get why you need to live in a, you're like a Scottish incel. You're a Scottish incel. You've got to have like little AI videos where you live in like a Scottish wonderland where Scotland's on top and all the creators glaze Scotland. I get it, man. Brian Stan holds Doug down and Bennett. Stop him. Dougie's starting to like MMA Joey. Dougie's starting to like MMA Joey is an unexpected turn. I mean, you gotta respect the game. How do you even... I couldn't even come up with rage bait that good. I couldn't do it. I couldn't come up with rage bait that good. How he does it is genius. MMA Joey is a term popularized by Eric, a race trader. Yes, he is a race trader. This is true. To be a master means he is proficient and intelligent enough. Joey is just obese and homosexual. This is why you're the producer, Eric. Tom got that universal neck. He did. Tom probably needs steroids. I mean, they wouldn't hurt. They absolutely wouldn't hurt, would they? Get some steroids into old Tommy Aspinall. Tommy Aspinall. Aspinall. Tommy Aspinall. You and Gilly have both called me an incel. Fuck. Fucking Gilliano not paying his bets. I've received messages. Gilliano's not paying his bets again. Gilly. Naughty Gilliano. Naughty Gilliano. He's just a keyboard, Dougie. What's special about that? Joey is just a human keyboard. No, that's true. There's not a lot special about that. That's a good point, mate. Aspinall kills everyone. This inbred is yapping. I can see DC maybe beating him, but everyone else gets destroyed, not going to lie. Aspinall kills everyone. This inbred is... I mean, he just fought Cyril Gane and didn't kill him. You know what I mean? Ali, like, that's a very real thing. He was in a close fight with Cyril Gane. How Tom Aspinall prefer... Dude, Moicano with the win, man. Moicano with the win. This is how Tom Aspinall haters are talking about Cyril Gane's performance. And it's fucking Max Holloway when he's in there with Calvin Kattar. I'm the best fucking boxer in the UFC, baby! Don't ignore me. I didn't think I did. To be a master means he's proficient. I literally read that out, Eric. I read that out, man. I didn't ignore you. I read that out. Not paying bets is the least shitty thing he's done this week. I can imagine. Help me. I can imagine. Imagine what Joey's microphone smells like. Disgusting. He literally lost he literally catastrophically lost all of his aura with that neck tattoo. I know, Bruce. The neck tattoo is horrible. He was in a close 4-minute fight with Gane. The fight was scheduled for 25 minutes. What else has he done? That's it. That is it. But this is how they're treating it. They're treating it like it was a masterclass from Cyril Gane. It's insane, man. Doesn't it feel like Merab ends... Jesus, Mitch. How high are you? Doesn't it feel like Merab's end awaits with Petr Yan with his rematch in December? It kind of does, dude. Like, people were talking about RDR so much against Brendan Allen. People were talking about just how good RDR was going to do. And then, you know, the Brendan Allen fight happened, and people are obviously talking about how it's because he was just way too competitive this year. I think there is a real chance of that happening for Merab Dvalishvili. A fucking huge chance of that happening with Merab Dvalishvili. He can't fight this often all year long. UFC 322. Let's have a look. Let's have a look ahead. UFC 322. I think Merab beats Petr Yan, but I will not be surprised if Petr Yan gets it done. And then we talk about how Merab fought just way too often. Pantoja, I still don't believe that he gets it done. Blachowicz versus Guskov. That's a fucking fight. Jesus Christ, that's a hard fight to call. Moreno versus Tatsuro Taira. Kind of have to lean Moreno on that one, don't you? Henry Cejudo. This is just... I still don't believe this fight even... This fight is so weird. The fact that this fight is even happening is bizarre. Cejudo versus Talbot is fucking bizarre. That's a weird fight. I'm going Bruno Ferreira. I am going Bruno Ferreira. Marvin Vettori is... Yeah. Maybe Merab could have a smaller camp and it wouldn't affect it. Maybe. Yeah, true. Nobody wanted to fight Peyton. That's what they're saying, Nacho. Yeah, that's what they're saying. What else has Giuliano done? Oh, well, what else has Giuliano done? Yeah, what is Giuliano known for more than anything? Lying. I'd be happy if Yan beat Merab. Holy shit, the euphoria I would get from that. Dude, if Merab beats... I would be happy if Yan beats Merab, we celebrate. We celebrate like it was JDM winning the belt. We go nuts, man. The Tom stands are damn near as delusional as the Jones. Yeah, I mean, Chad King, we did go a little bit too hard. I can admit to that. As a Tom Aspinall stan, we might have gone a little bit too far. What's the next matchup for Tommy Aspinall after he gets KO'd by Cyril Gane in the rematch? Almeida then. Almeida, right? Pantoja is over 35. Good point. But the backpacking, the wrestling. The wrestling. You've got to think about the wrestling, right? You have to. Maybe Marab could have a small cap. We did the one. I'm pretty confident Marab. I think he's on a level we haven't seen before. I agree, Bilal. I completely agree, man. This one is just, yeah. And I don't think Yan's takedown defense has gotten to the point where it needs to. Like, even Corey Sandhagen had essentially perfect takedown defense, and even that wasn't enough. I think Talbot loses. Hot take. Not a hot take at all. Talbot's grappling this year has been dog shit. And what, because he's better than Raoni Barcelos? No, because he got it back after the Raoni Barcelos fight? Like, that all happened within 1 year, man. They won't even admit Gane was winning that round. I mean, I haven't admitted that Gane was winning that round. I wouldn't go that far. Marvin's chin might actually go here. Yeah, it's about time that his chin crumbled away. Marvin has that 1-2 power, but that's all he's got is just a 1-2. Palton's last fight was in a bedroom with Frank Ocean. Oh, that wasn't a fight. He took it. The only thing this card is missing is Melissa Caldone main event. Shut up. Twink's favorite fighter is Peyton Talbot. Of course it is. Divided we will not fall. Nothing to do with the UFC, but good on you, mate. We did not do that one. You, Doug, we didn't do that one. You, Doug, Rage Bait a lot. We did not do that one. You, Doug, Rage Bait a lot. What are you talking about? What are you even saying? I don't know what you're talking about. Martin misses his 1-2, just like he's missing 1 or 2 chromosomes. True. He is an idiot. He's an absolute idiot. That's a good point. If you watch this card, you genuinely need to get a life. Dickhead. Casual. If you're watching this weekend's UFC card, you need to get a life. Some of us watch it on a Sunday, mate. And there's nothing else to do on a Sunday except sit down and watch the UFC. All right? All right? This is true. Apex cards can actually be fun. X gets it, mate. Apex cards are actually fucking goated sometimes. They're either the worst thing you've ever seen or one of the best cards of the year. MMA is fun, mate. Casual alert? Oh, no, mate. Hang on a minute. You read the Marab comment and you said you'd read it when you didn't. You read the Marab comment and said you'd read it when you hadn't. I read the Marab comment. I'm pretty confident in Marab. I think he's on a level we haven't seen before. You read the Marab comment, but I did read all the comments. King Triple C will red pill Tabit. The King Triple C will red pill Tabit, the Tard with his fist of fury. Okay, that's just gay. Dougie raging is pure cinema. You're not going to rage me out, chat. Never. Marvin wears his shorts backwards, just like Dougie's cat. What about this? Dougie, I have a pack of Tim Tams. What's the best way to enjoy them? Chocolate milk, mate. Chalky milk. Bite the corner. Do a Tim Tam slam. Casual MMA is just a jeet in hiding. True. Marvin is actually wearing a helmet under the bald cap. Casual MMA sometimes has good... He does, but this is not one of them. First put Tim Tams in the air. First you put some Tim Tams in the air fryer. Hang on a minute. The next card is pretty trash. I mean, there's no big names on it, but they are... Well, actually, Charles Radke is fun. That's about it. This is going to be slop. Ante Delija versus Waller Tezacosta is going to be absolute slop. But my boy Steve Garcia is the main event. Boys, if you don't know about Steve Garcia, you do not know gloves. I'm telling you, he's been a little warlord, just smashing his way up featherweight. Fucking Chad Steve Garcia, mate. I'm telling you. It's definitely not the worst card of the year, though. The main is watchable. Mate, these Apex cards turn out to be fun, man. Did you watch Andy Aspinall's video? No, I just saw the highlights of it. Question mark, kick 306, 360. What about after 321? You raged pretty? No, I didn't rage. I never rage. A YouTuber never rages. He merely creates the content he wants to. Doug, the card is so bad, you might as well go to church. Pfft. Orthodox church is on Saturday, mate. I'm not watching this week's card. You will watch it, Eric. Andy Aspinall needs to stay off social media. He kind of does. Yeah, they should have let the doctor deliver the news, not Andy Aspinall. I can agree with that. You pick David Onama, you are a fucking traitor to Dougie's Corner, master. A traitor. We pick Steve Garcia on this channel. You're off the list. You're off the list at the end of the videos of the bloody legends. You're no longer on there, MMA master. Disgusting work. Picking against one of the Dougie's Corner army and Steve Garcia. One of the Duggophiles. Can you imagine picking against a Duggophile, chat? Tom is the heavyweight Aljo. Ante DeLeo is the heavyweight Marab. Yes, and we were all giving Marab a whole bunch of shit. So let's see what happens if DeLeo does get his way up to the heavyweight title. Eric will be here. Eric will be here. What's he going to do? Guard a door? Is Ante Tom's friend? Yes, Ante DeLeo is the one that is Tom's friend. That's right. Andy Aspinall is so far gone, he mistook Tom for Machine Gun Kelly. Stop it. I will 100% not be. Oh, yeah, you are going to be here. You're going to be at the ball. Shout out, mate. Orthodox Church is on Sunday. There it is, operator, I know. Just had a thought. The Aussie Paramount deal is either we rip the streams the most, so they're like, fuck them, or we rip the streams the least, so they're like, they'll pay for it anyway. I think we rip the streams the most. Dougie, I made you rave with my first comment in the chat directly after the Holloway versus Poirier fight. Mate, content creators do not rage. We create reels. This casual just said Orthodox Church is on Saturday. I was just fucking around. We will KO David Onama. Actually, the monastery that I go to literally does church every day. If you guys want to know, the family, my godfather is an Orthodox priest of a monastery. And they literally have ceremonies 3 times a day. Not joking. They'll open up and do ceremonies 3 times a day. I will KO David Onama. That's why Ali's name is just getting bigger and bigger on the back end. I picked Onama to lose. Based! Based, master. Based. Are you Eastern Orthodox? Yeah. That's because it's a monastery. I know. I'm a fan of war, said the plasterer. Remember you screamed at me for that one? I didn't rage out, mate. I never rage out. It's called daily mass, mate. Mate, don't tell me about the Orthodox Church. Is he an Orthodox Jew? Send me $2 and we'll find out. We're going to rip the streams more now? True. Who does Khalil Roundtree fight next? Ooh, good question. Let's go check out the UFC light heavyweight rankings, motherfucker. Khalil Roundtree. He needs a break. 2 big knockouts. 2 big knockouts for Khalil Roundtree. Alex Pereira. Let's have a look, boys. Did it. Oh, Khalil Roundtree. Lost. You know, you could do Volkan Oezdemir versus Khalil Roundtree as a rebuild. You could get them to rebuild and see who stays in the rankings and who falls out of the rankings completely. I don't mind a Volkan Oezdemir matchup. Because he's on the way down now. I do prefer to put someone on the way down against someone on the way up. Hazmat Mazakhanov. That just murders Khalil Roundtree. That just kills Khalil Roundtree if you do that. You want Khalil Roundtree to die if you do that. That's bad. Yeah, that's bad. That is bad. Both of them gear? Yeah, that's bad. That is bad. I remember what Guru said about Tom making weird faces during his fights. It's so true. It is true. He does fight with a bit of a weird face. It is true, Ali. Yeah. I hate when the police are directly behind you. Me too. You always feel like you're going to get pulled over even though you did nothing wrong. Daily mass is what Dougie calls his hookups. True. Did you see Rajah Jackson throw a banana peel at the cop? I didn't. Are you sure that wasn't AI? You got pretty mad when you were telling us where to find the fight stream. I never get mad. How are you, Paul? You're here right at the end of the stream, mate. It's been 2.5 hours and it's 5:30. Shalom, Paul. Make him fight Allberg. Ooh, that's not a bad one. Osman is booked. He might be booked. Yeah, Vulcan is trash. Reyes versus Roundtree. Ooh, that's good. Reyes versus Roundtree. But I want someone on the win. The way I like to do my rankings, Someone on the way up versus someone on the way down. That way you create fluidity in the rankings. When you put two losers together, it's very hard to get movement in the rankings. You end up just circling around the same fighters. They could do Roundtree versus Azmat. Yep, both on gear. Yep. I want to see that, not going to lie. Yep. Roundtree would pick him apart. I don't think so, man. It would be a fair fight. Carlos Ulberg and Roundtree fight. Yep. Pulled a crafty right-hand turn. They didn't even follow. Nice one, Nacho. Were you drunk? Dougie wasn't mad. I never get mad. It's literally only been 23 minutes. It has been 2 hours, 30 minutes, and 26 seconds. I'm not mad. I don't get mad. That's the end of the stream! Guys, that's the end of the stream! We're going to end the stream now, guys. It's been 2.5 minutes. It's 5:30 p.m. We've gone for an hour and a half. It's the end of the stream, guys. We're getting out of here. Yes! Yes! What a stream! What a stream! Got weed in the system. Oh, yeah, but you're allowed to. Don't you have an exemption? Yeah. Dougie's getting lazy. Get the fuck out of here. Low effort. Fuck you guys. Go over to my Twitter account. Go over to my Twitter account and like the posts. Like the posts, chat. Go to the Twitter account right now and like my posts. Let's rage bait some Cyril Gahn fans. Go and like this post. It's only got 2 likes. Go over there and like it. We still have to go to the court. And then, I still have to go to the court. And then, okay, right. That's annoying. That's a waste of time. Best 2.5 minutes of my life. That's what she said. Goodbye, chat. See you tomorrow, chat. Yes! See you guys! Goodbye! See you tomorrow! Tomorrow's video! You've been live for like 20 minutes. Fuck you! Fuck you, chat! Fuck you! Goodbye! Appreciate all you guys. You guys are bloody legends. Thank you so much for liking the stream. I appreciate all of you. This was an awesome stream. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good night, Americans. Have a good day, Europeans. Have a good arvo, Australians. You've been live for 1 minute. Fuck you. You're a legend. You're a legend. You're a legend. You are all legends. Good on you, Don Calamari. Shout out to Perth. Shout out to Perth. Shout out to Byron Bay. Shout out to Queensland. Scotland forever. Scotland forever. Yes, chat. Goodbye, chat. Bye.